Welcome, everyone, to another Rangers Ed live stream. We got Mark from the Blue Line Blueshirts. We got Allie, that NY Ranger girl. And we got Coach Ed and Cousin Ed. Little Ed's not here tonight, but we got a good game tonight. Rangers, Blackhawks. Looking forward to this one. Rangers been playing well, so I'm excited, Coach.
Yeah, it's to the point where I kept saying positive, saying that we would get there, and I think they're getting close. So it's exciting. It was a real good stretch of games since the last episode, and what they get 4 out of possible 6.
Yeah, they played well against top teams from the West, and I should say this episode, like all episodes, is presented by Lucarelli Law. If you're in Florida or New York and need a lawyer, call Lucarelli Law. Tell them the boys at Rangers Ed sent you. So, Mark, the Vegas game, you were kind of upset. I hope I talked you down a little bit, though.
You know, I really think that one was taken from us. I really do. It was very unfortunate. I know we didn't play a great first period. I didn't catch the first period. I wasn't able to watch it, really. But I got home from the beginning of the second and the third. I really think the Zebras took that one from us. I'm not going to lie. I was very frustrated about it. It's the most frustrated I've been all season. Even with our poor play, I hate when a game is taken out of our hands. So,
did you notice I brought this down?
I'm happy with one. What is that?
I brought this down. Did you notice?
I like it right behind me.
Yeah, except I got this beautiful white wall here. That's my entire house. So
we got to get it together. Come on, you know,
I feel like I'm in an insane asylum sometimes.
Oh, you are.
I know, right? Allie, you took it. Your setup is super nice. Is it always like that, or you did that?
Sponsored by Little Ed's Workshop, pretty much.
Yeah,
I have the Cooley Centennial jersey plaque. I have my map. The Sam Rosen signed jersey is mine. I have this little belt bag that he made me on my Stanley Cup. That says that NY Ranger girl.
Nice.
I have the Bring Back Bald Panarin shirt on. So, yeah, my whole setup is basically sponsored by Little Ed Workshop.
Yeah, Little Ed's Workshop with the setup there. Shout out Little Ed's Workshop. Yeah, so game is close to – well, it might have started for some of you. We synced up our streams, so we might be a little bit behind you if you're watching it. Puck hasn't dropped for us yet. They're showing Coach of the Blackhawks right now. But, you know, I got to – Coach, you know, let's talk about Taylor Radish. You know, he got scratched last game. I believe he scratched tonight, right, Mark? You sent the note.
Yeah.
Scratched again for Yaro Hemelash getting another look. What are your thoughts on that, on Radish? I mean, I feel like he was pretty good early in the year. He scored a flurry of goals when the team wasn't scoring, but maybe a coach isn't seeing enough out of him.
I mean, yeah, there has to be a reason why they're giving this Hemelish kid another chance. He must be doing something they see at Hartford. He played what did he play? One other game, the last game, or 2 games?
He played one game, went back down. Then now he's played
recently.
one game, and this is his second, I believe.
I mean, there's something they see. Obviously, I got to just trust their opinion. And Radish is one of those guys that's going to be able to step in when they need him. So those third, fourth liners are kind of interchangeable, like we always talk about, and they're looking for something.
Another color on color matchup, Allie.
I love these.
I hope they keep doing this.
Like the Detroit game, it was visually, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it's cool.
This is
out.
Yeah.
I'd love to find out the last time that the Rangers didn't wear road whites for a game.
I'm surprised you don't know.
I was going to say, I'm surprised you don't have
the jersey guy.
Don't you have the jersey of the entire roster from that night? Didn't you?
He has the jersey.
I have a pretty wild jersey for tonight.
We'll bring that out in a little bit.
You'll appreciate tonight's jersey.
We'll bring that out shortly for Joe's jersey profile segment. So Panarin, Lafreniere, Zibanejad on on the ice right now. We're at 19 minutes for those watching and ahead of us, just so you know. All right, so I mean, they just got to keep the forecheck on, and I feel like they outplayed Colorado and Vegas, and I was really ecstatic about how they played, especially against Vegas. Going down early, not getting a lot of shots through, and battling back, taking the lead. I was really impressed. It gives me a lot of confidence in the group going forward. Chicago, though, is an upstart team as well. I mean, Connor Bedard is looking for an Olympic spot. I was listening to Elliot Friedman talk about that he's on the radar for Team Canada in the Olympics. Speaking of the Olympics, what are our thoughts on Adam Fox coming back just in time for the Olympics, possibly?
Hopefully.
I mean,
I don't think he should play personally. I think it's, I just think it's crazy. If you're coming back from an injury, I don't think you should be playing.
It's tough, right?
Your priority's got to be to your team personally.
It's tough because I looked into this, and I think the last time they went to the Olympics, the NHL, was 2014, if I'm correct. Maybe I'm wrong on that. And it was John Tavares breaking his leg in the Olympics for Team Canada. Obviously, the Islanders weren't happy about that. And in 2006, Dominic Hasek got hurt. He was on Ottawa at the time. And that kind of killed their playoff run as well. So I think not only guys coming back from injury, but there's a huge risk of, players getting hurt in the tournament and it affecting the outcome of the NHL season. So
didn't Trocheck get hurt like in Four Nations or something?
A lot of guys did. Kachuk got hurt.
A bunch of guys.
Chris Kreider.
I mean, just for the Rangers I was talking about, but yeah.
Yeah. Trocheck got hurt. He hurt his hand, I think. He didn't miss much time, but he was hurt. Yeah, he played hurt.
He broke a finger or something and then kept playing.
I know. Imagine, a situation where, Fox out for, I don't know, let's make up a number, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, comes back, plays a few games, proves he's healthy, then goes to the Olympics and re-injures the same shoulder.
Right.
It's a tough, it's tough. I remember the World Baseball Classic, Brandon Nimmo declined it for Team USA, and they interviewed him and they asked him about it, and he said, "Well, the Mets pay me, not Team USA, so I'm not going to go. I'm going to play for the Mets, obviously." So, and
I wonder who's short. Can the team tell him he can't go? What is the deal with that?
No, I don't think so, because it's through the NHLPA and the NHL. They've come to an agreement that the players are eligible to play, and there's a selection process. Now,
what a save! Come on, get back in. Jesus.
Team doctors can, make a decision, and then maybe, but without like a doctor making a comment. That was a crazy flurry there. Shesterkin on point early here.
This is going to be a tough.
Yeah, that was a big.
These guys lost.
That was a goal saved above expected. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Coach coming in with the analytics. Oh, geez. I'll be back in a second, guys.
Yeah, getting back to that freaking Dallas game and Colorado, I mean, coming back and tying the game with no goalie twice just shows that they're playing with a lot of motion now and a lot of positive energy.
They're also playing a lot more offensively. They've spent more time in the offensive zone than we've seen for a good chunk of the season.
Well, they're playing like a team.
I feel like they spend most of their time defending normally, but like they've been spending a lot of time in the offensive zone lately.
Wow. You guys see the replay of that saved goal?
Yeah, that was insane.
Just now. Wow. Hit his pad, then his blocker.
Igor. These Chicago lost their last two games by a wild margin. They scored 1 goal in the last 2 games. I think there was like 13 goals against. They got walloped the other night by Anaheim, so they're going to come out in this game.
Who's that defenseman hitting the guy twice? Come on, Susie. You got to get that through. You got to try to go to Chicago. I thought they were going to show the national anthem before, but that was one of my bucket list trips, and just to see that guy sing the national anthem was insane.
Yeah,
Allie, this is the game I wanted to go to. I like Utah. I was going to save Utah and go to this game, and the schedule just didn't work. I thought this would have been cool. With the Centennial, the 100-year matchup.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Look at that sweater the guy's got on behind Quinn. You see that? Behind
That's
Quinn.
what you want.
No, that's not. But
it's similar. No,
you don't understand what I want.
You want an old school. You want an old school hockey sweater, a jersey. I know. You keep saying it. I understand what you want.
I know, but you keep not.
I like.
You keep pointing out what he doesn't want.
I know.
I want the jersey they're wearing tonight, only as a sweater.
Oh, I have that. I think the one that they sell at the Garden.
No.
Oh, okay.
The jersey. I'll say it one more time. The jersey they're wearing tonight, only instead of the jersey material, a sweater like.
Oh, like how they were originally made.
Yes.
Correct.
Got it. Okay.
Yes.
As a sweater.
Yes.
There's a reason why they call it a sweater now. As a slang term.
Yes. Oh no.
How's everybody else doing?
Good. Everything's good.
Are you under the weather? I got a little.
A little bit. I got a little bit of a head cold started yesterday. I don't know if it's from shit from work or what, but it's nothing bad. I just fighting it off a little.
Same.
How about that fight Carrick had the other night? That was great too.
Beautiful.
That guy's a dog. Love that dude.
He will step up to anybody.
Coach, you know what's going to end up in the collection?
What?
I found Mika's power play goals from the Boston games.
You found them? What do you mean you found them? Online or
They
you
were
found
on.
them?
They were on the site to purchase.
Ah.
Do you get like alerts when they have things like that?
I'm in a bunch of groups, Allie.
Oh,
You gotta get into groups.
I do. Mark's gonna ruin me.
It's you'll be fine, but that means I'm gonna be battling with you. I don't want to do that.
True. That's true.
Igor, geez, standing on his head.
Wow. You're like 3 seconds, 4 seconds ahead of me still.
I think that's. I think we're okay.
No, I'm fine. I'm just saying.
Yeah, we're not. It's funny.
Yeah, JT Miller skating like he's not hurt anymore for sure.
I was gonna say he looks like he's feeling better.
That almost went in.
Morrow.
Sorry about that, guys. My son is teething and waking up every 40 minutes now, so it's part of the process.
Just bring him in here to watch the game with us.
Yeah.
Exactly. The dog is right here.
Mm-hmm. My dog's here for sure. My dog's here holding her chuck it ball, staring at me, expecting me to throw it.
Wow.
Just jerking made a big save. I missed it.
He's made a couple big ones. It should be 2-0 right now.
2-1.
JT's shot off the post.
So, Coach,
That was JT. I thought it was Morrow.
I'm pretty sure JT was the one in front of the net.
JT deflected it.
Oh, he deflected it?
Yeah.
Coach, you weren't at the Colorado game, right?
No, I was not.
I was.
Mark, talk about the crowd at that game because you guys were saying it was a much different experience, and we've been kind of hammering the crowd. So let's hear about that.
Well, you saw Little Ed and I were there. We brought the significant others. We had a great time. Saturday game paled in comparison. I mean, it was completely different from the Saturday game the weekend before. Allie, I appreciate it. Thank you for the seat. That was very kind
You're
of you.
welcome.
But they played. They didn't play well that game, needless to say, and then they came back and won against Dallas. But Saturday's game, the Garden right out of the gate was. You heard the crowd buzzing. It was electric. I mean, obviously we went down 1-0, but then we ended up tying it up. Connor Sherry, great goal. It's the loudest I've heard the crowd pretty much all year. And then obviously
The Dallas crowd was pretty good too, though.
What is that?
The Dallas crowd was pretty good too, but I think it's because we were invaded by Stars fans that we were just trying to be louder than them.
I was a little annoyed by some Stars fans, especially during the national anthem.
Oh my God!
Whenever you say that, whenever they yell out "Star,"
Stars, yeah.
No, but Saturday was great. Tying it up, Panarin. The atmosphere when Panarin tied it up to go send us, basically into overtime was wild. I haven't seen it that way.
I heard some cheers a lot of cheering from the TV. Let's go Rangers. I even heard
There's a lot of Let's Go Rangers.
Potvin sucks cheer at the end, towards the end of the game, so the crowd was into it.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely.
You think because a lot of kids were there?
I don't know that it was. I know it was a Saturday game. I don't feel like it was a kid heavy game though. Usually,
on
TV, I don't feel it was that way.
On TV, they showed a lot of kids.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm a kid. It was nice to have. It was nice
you're
to have Kim
you're
there.
A big baby.
It was nice to have Kim and Linz. We all had a great time together, the four of us.
Nice. Yeah, it looked like you guys were having fun with the pictures and the stuff. Oh, I didn't realize Michael Peck is an assistant coach there.
With who?
Chicago.
Yeah, he that was news when he left.
I know he left, but I didn't realize he signed with Chicago. I don't remember that.
Yeah. It was nice. We hit O'Brien's before. We
nice.
Yeah, we figured out they have two kinds of baked clams. You got to order the big baked clams go by a different name. Got to figure that out next time. They're very good.
I tried a bunch of seafood for the first time this weekend.
How'd that go?
It was so good. Cajun food is delicious.
It sure is.
I tried crawfish. That was so good.
All right. You were in New Orleans.
I was watching the games from my phone, and I wasn't even watching the actual games. I was just watching like the box score and like the play-by-plays.
That's I had a party for the Vegas game. I had a party that I had a memorial tree lighting, and then we had a little after party. But I was able to get home for the second period.
Mm-hmm.
So I had, like you, I had my phone was up with a little bit of a score.
Yep.
We
and
went
I would
down
put it in my bag, and every time I took it out. Yeah.
Getting a little feedback.
Oh, Foligno's not back, is he?
I'm not sure. So what do you think about Vegas, Coach?
I'll be honest, I didn't see the third period when all the stuff happened. I thought they played a great game. I went and saw the Vegas Islanders game last night, courtesy of Mike from Long Island Sports. I wanted to see Vegas in person, man. Let me tell you something. That Jack Eichel, when the puck is on his stick in traffic, it's literally like it's attached to his stick.
It's crazy.
It was insane. I couldn't believe how the kid stick handles.
Vegas was good. We had
with the Vegas game, I thought the Rangers played well. Again, they played 3 of the top teams in the West and came out with 4 points. I think they did a really good job. I mean, you gotta like it. You gotta, you want the wins, but you gotta take the point.
On a stretch that we thought was going to be super tough, and we were lucky to get, everyone's like, oh, we'll be lucky to get 2 or 3 points. I think was it 6 out of 8 points we got, something like that. I mean, the Ottawa game, they were on it right away.
Yeah,
they looked really good in Ottawa. Ottawa's a decent team. They looked really good against them. Igor played super well. Igor seems to be locking in a little bit more.
Are you guys on commercial yet, or it's still on the game?
I'm on a game.
Oh, okay.
That's whoa. That it was interesting because on that Vegas overtime goal on the radio, they had Boyle and someone else on NHL
Lord.
radio.
That would have been.
Oh, Mika, Jesus. It's another breakaway for Little Ed. Mika's not getting the percentages Little Ed was hoping for.
He's offsides.
Offside by like 5 feet.
It wasn't even close.
So on that overtime goal by Jack Eichel, I like Panarin hustling in there for the rebound. You see that?
That was a good.
They were talking about that overtime goal on the radio, and Boyle went through it. Obviously, it was on the radio on TV. He had a board, but they pulled that trick where they intentionally fudged the face-off just to see what Panarin was going to do, and then they got thrown out of the face-off. I don't know if you guys picked up on that.
I'm still tired about it.
Well, it's just a little trick that they want to see. It's kind of doing like making them jump off sides on a football game just to see what's going to happen. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I do.
He intentionally got thrown out of the drawer just to see what Panarin was going to do at the drop of the puck. So then they switched. Eichel went up to one of the players and said something. And as soon as the puck dropped, they won it back clean, and Eichel took off down the middle. And they showed that Robertson was tight on the wall. And when he drew back to go chase Eichel, they did the indirect pass, and he was gone. Robertson tried, but he didn't have the legs to catch him. And it was a set play, and Eichel saw something, and they did a nice move. To me, Panarin didn't hold up Eichel. And they're saying, oh, you're thinking offense, but we didn't win the draw, so why aren't you holding up your man? It was just, to me, I don't know. It's frustrating to me, but.
Yeah, it was tough. That's a tough – that was pass went straight through, and you knew once it was on his stick. I mean, Quick was playing really well, but I don't know. I even – let me ask you, do you just hook him and go for the penalty shot? I mean, I feel like you got to.
Did he try to get to one side and force Eichel one way or the other?
I think he did. I think just
he was almost on his hip. He was almost on his hip. He made a really good try. I mean, I know it's got to be driving Cousin that crazy that Robertson out there in overtime, a couple of games in a row, but I don't think it was a liability. Although he just hooked that guy down. Thank God he didn't get a penalty.
This game's pretty cool with the Centennial jerseys.
It's so
No,
simple.
I always complain about announcers and stuff, but watching the game with no announcers is hard.
Yeah. I have it on the low. You can barely hear it. Oh. I'm enjoying that. We're talking about announcers. I'm enjoying that. Who's that? Faust and Boyle.
Alex Faust, yeah.
I mean, I love Maloney, but that pairing's pretty good. Hey, cuz.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry about that. Yeah, so I've been hearing. It's funny. I got the game and you guys on in my headphone. I heard it for
That would overstimulate me like crazy.
I know. Like it was just like so much going on, and then I heard Coach say Cuz would be upset by Robertson in overtime. Absolutely not. No, I was fine with that. I like him in OT, Coach.
Okay.
I like him in OT, especially with RD. I like offensive-minded D in overtime. That's my opinion, especially when you're playing a West team. Go for the extra point. You don't have to be as conservative. And I feel like with RD, Robertson has pretty good puck skills comparably. So
I think he does real good with his footwork. I'm not blaming his ability on that play. I think, like I said, on a 3-on-3 situation, Panarin's got to hold that guy up for a little bit.
I'm not shocked that you blame Panarin. So
watch the play, and if you don't blame Panarin, then I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, I got to rewind. I don't remember seeing that.
Because after Boyle did the analysis of it, I did watch it multiple times just to see what was going on. I don't know.
I didn't see that breakdown. I'm happy to blame him if he's at fault, but I mean, you can't really blame any. Eichel scores that goal. It's just like tip your cap, man. I don't know.
No, you got to blame someone for not holding him up.
Well, you're the one who always says it's not one guy. You can't blame one guy. You always say that. That's your spiel. Now you want to blame one guy because it's been.
Well, watch the play in a 3-on-3 situation. If the coach is telling Robertson to be on the wall, that was one of the questions Boyle had. He wasn't sure of that. If they're telling him to be so tight on the wall in that situation, or the center's telling him, Aaron's job not to just back up out of the way and let Eichel fly by him.
Yeah,
you lose the face-off. So
especially in a 3-on-3, like
off of a face-off, I can blame that one guy on a 3-on-3.
Yeah, 15 seconds left. OT. Sure, I get it.
So watch it, and maybe you'll. Agree.
I just remember the game. He came across 1-on-3, went to the boards, and threw a beautiful pass to the middle of the ice, and then it led to a goal for a 2-goal lead. And you didn't give him any credit for that. And now he does something bad in your heart. I just think you're a little over as he throws a pass that's picked off by Bedard.
Yeah.
I just think you're a little over hard on him.
I'm over because he's the highest paid forward on the team, or one of the highest paid forwards. That wasn't offside, son. That was close.
It looked offside to me.
Just like with Shesterkin, if he's not playing well, then I'm going to blame him when he's not playing like a $12 million goal. I'm sorry. If you're going to get that money, you got to start stepping up and making plays in certain situations. That's just how I look at it. I'm not going to blame a third, fourth liner for a play that he gets beat by Connor Bedard. But when
and there's also the other side of it too, where it's like, people forget Mike Matheson just extended in Montreal. He's not really a core guy there or anything, but he's a solid D man, and he took less than he could get on the open market. And he said flat out, it's a culture thing. We got a lot of young players that are growing into their games. They're going to need money. We need money to go around. I want to win here. He made all these comments about taking less. He cited Boston and Pittsburgh as teams that have done that. And it's like, dude, if Panarin and Shesterkin are just going to want all the money they could get, I don't want that. This is their chance in life to set their families up and like whatever. That's your thing. It's fine. But that comes with a little bit of expectations from the fans that you're going to be excellent in big spots. So I get what you're saying. I totally agree, because he could have taken $9 million instead of 11.5, and we could have used that 2.5 on another guy, so it's part of.
I'm not his original contract. I have no problem with. I mean, we wanted to get him. We got him. I get it. He's been putting up points. He's definitely worth the dollar value that he got, but
he was the highest paid player in the league when he signed that, I think.
All right, so you expect him to get the 100 points, and he has been doing that. So you can't argue with that. But in certain situations, you would be the man. That's how I look at it. And getting back to the player friendly, I wonder if that, like, if the player said that, is he telling? Like I always say, if it's me, I'm telling my agent I want to do this. I'm curious to know what the dynamic is between the player and the agent and the parents, and how that all works.
Friedman said on that Matheson told Montreal he wanted to sign there through his agent. They made an offer. I think it was like $6 million or something, and he had like a number that he wanted them to get to that was still below market value. And he told his agent, that's the number. If they offer that, take it.
Okay.
So it was really.
Was it in Canadian or American?
They're paid in American, actually. I think they're paid American, which the Canadian teams are always frustrated about that. I think it's all in American dollars. But anyway, so that's how that worked out, and it makes sense to me. If it were me, I would do the same. I think I would. When you're making that much money, I understand you want to max out your money. I get that, but at some point, it's enough. It's like
that's what I've been arguing with you on the show for years now. Like when you get up to $6 million to 7.2, is it really that? Is that going to make or break your family's career? If you invest that money that you're making, you're going to set yourself up anyway.
Yeah, well, that's like a condo in New York City. The difference there. So, maybe a house in Turks and Caicos. I don't know what these people buy.
House in Puerto Rico.
But yeah, I mean, dude, the thing is, Igor makes $3 million more than any goalie except Bobrovsky, right? I think. So I think the next highest paid after Bobrovsky is like 8.5 or something. So yeah, we demand excellence, and we're tough on Igor.
No, but all right. So you're saying what we're talking about right now is taking
Panarin.
That friendly deal. So Panarin signed for how much originally with the Rangers?
7 years, 11.66666.
All right, so he's got $80 million almost.
Yeah,
$40 million after taxes. Let's just say, for argument's sake,
probably less.
$40 million,
probably 30. New York City taxes.
$40 million you have.
Well, he spent
now. He should sign the team-friendly deal.
Yeah, I
To
agree.
play for free. I'm not saying to play for free, but not be, go to the Rangers and say, look, what number can we come to that's going to be fair? I'll do something what's going to help the team, and I want money. Then figure it out.
That I agree with.
3 or 4 years. He's got $40 million.
I don't get it.
He's got enough to go back to Russia and live like a king.
All the news is that he wants a regular, his market value. So if that's
I get it. That's what he wants. And if they give it to him, I think that's insane.
I don't think they will. I think it would be done already if they were going to give him that. He's either, I don't know. I don't see that happening.
Well, if you take a look, he's the top free agent of the class now. So, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, look, at the end of the day, if he went to the Rangers and said, look, my market value right now is $14 million, so I think taking $10 million is a discount, he wouldn't be wrong. That's the market right now. Kaprizov.
Okay, so then that's fine. So that's a team-friendly deal. I get it.
So that's the issue. Is like a lot of us.
$3 million.
I want him to take like 7 to 8. Personally, I think that's a lot of money. No, I know, but that's a lot of money.
He's not going to do that. There's zero chance.
I agree, but that's what. If I were the GM, I'd be like, I'll give you 4 years, $8 million a year, or you could test the market. I'll trade you at the deadline wherever you want to go. That's what I would do if I were the GM.
There's going to be a ton of teams that are going to pay him.
Yeah, let them pay him. You know, I mean, if he's being signed by a team for that value, presumably that team wants him to be the go-to guy, right? That's what I would guess. He's not going to go to a contender like Florida or Tampa or any of those teams and get 14, 15 million. So if he wants that, good luck.
I don't know.
You know,
He's going to a team that's not going to win the cup.
Right. He can go sign with Columbus or Seattle or, you know, any of those teams and be the guy and get that kind of a contract. You know?
Take a look at Anaheim right now. Don't they have all sorts of cap space?
Yeah, but they have so many guys to sign. I don't see that. I see that cap space dwindling. They got to sign Gauthier. They got to sign – they just signed McTavish, right? They got a bunch of D they got to sign. I don't know. I think that's going to get eaten up pretty quickly in Anaheim. But, yeah, go sign in Anaheim. Play with Kreider and Trouba, and they can lose in the second round every year. Just like they did here, right? Or third round a couple times. I don't know.
But you sign a guy like him out there, and you're going to have no room to sign a couple of these young guys they have up and coming that they're raving about.
That's the thing. That's the concern.
You're taking away that space for that, and so that's
exactly.
I would be shocked if Anaheim did that because they're building a pretty good team. Obviously, they're succeeding this year. You know, see how they do over the course of the season, but I would be shocked if they did that.
Well, not to talk too much non-Rangers, but what Anaheim's been doing has been very smart, in my opinion. I think Verbeek is their GM, and he's been getting a lot of slack for bringing in over the hill veterans. But they're all short-term deals, you know. So he's keeping the team competitive, and he's freeing the cap up in a year or two, and he's going to have to pay these young guys. I don't see them giving Panarin 14, 15 million. But anyway, this has been a pretty good period. I missed some of it. What's your assessment, Coach, overall on the team? I mean, I kept hearing you guys say Igor. So is this Igor, keeping them?
I mean, it looked like the shots on goal are pretty closer than the game looks to me. Again, I don't hear the announcers, so eye test tells me Chicago's pretty much not dominating, but they took that period. So getting out of that 0-0 is pretty good.
I agree.
I think he's going to end up a Ranger, Sebastian. I think he's going to end up a Ranger. I think the Rangers figure it out.
We're going back to Panarin.
He's put in. Alex put up on the screen.
Comment. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So
sorry,
our friend Sebastian says he doesn't see him being a Ranger next year. But who do you replace him with? I mean, that's a good question.
That's always my biggest question when we talk about getting rid of Panarin. Who do you replace him with? Because everybody's re-signing with their teams now. So
I know the issue is with Panarin. If they're going to pay him that much, it's got to be short term. It cannot be a 5-6 year deal or something like that. He's old, so if they give him 2 or 3 years and they give him that big money until they can find a replacement, fine. I think we all.
He's playing to his. You say his age and he's old. I don't think he's playing. I think he's playing high above his age expectancy. I still think he's playing a high level of hockey, and his game's going to age. Obviously, he's not a big hitter. He's out there. He's more a finesse guy.
He got a late start to his career. He got a late start to his career too, so he doesn't have a lot of miles on him. But I don't mean that, Mark. I don't mean that he's old now. I'm more concerned with like a 5-year deal. How old will he be in 5 years or 4 years? How old is he right now?
I don't know how old.
Is he 32?
He's like 37, isn't he?
No, he's like 32 or 33. 37. No way, 37. 32 or 33 or something like that, right? Somebody's got to know.
I thought he was 34, but
hey Siri.
Yeah, he's up in the mid-30s. He's not 32.
34 years old.
I
Birthday
said
is
that.
October 30th, 1991.
All right, so he's 34. So you give him 5 years. How does that look when he's 38, 37, right? I know the cap's going to go up. I get it. But, you're trying to build a sustained winner, and the Rangers are in a transition right now. I mean, I've been saying it. I think it is not necessarily a terrible thing, but I don't want to lock into a contract. I don't care how good he is on a guy who's proven he can't perform in the playoffs to the level of his contract. He's great in the regular season to get you to the playoffs, but he's not going to win you a cup. and you're going to lock yourself into that into his mid-30s and late 30s, that's a huge mistake. In my opinion, if you have to eat it for a year until you find a replacement, then that's what you do, and you give some young guys a chance. That's what I would do. But it is New York, and Dolan might get involved, so who knows? But anyway, let's jump to the milestone moment. Speaking of Panarin, we got 3 milestones actually. We can't. Some weeks we can't find a milestone, and this week we got 3. So this is the milestone moment, sponsored by Old Country Tile. Coach, you love Old Country Tile. I know that do a lot of work with them, and they're great. So anything you want to say about Old Country Tile?
Like we keep talking about, get over there, and they have over 1,000 choices of tile. To me, it's overwhelming, and drives me crazy when the customer's looking at 1,000 different choices and asking questions. But they do have a lot of choices to match up with your countertop if you're doing a kitchen, floor, or backsplash. So get on over there. They have a great one-on-one help, personal, friendly, and they're going to give you a good deal.
Yeah. Old Country Tile, they're awesome. Definitely if you're looking into the, changing a countertop, or you need any kind of tile or marble, look into Old Country Tile. They're great. And they're in Oceanside, right? In Long Island?
They're in Westbury and Port Jefferson.
They're in Westbury. Gotcha. Okay. Well, milestone moment sponsored by Old Country Tile. Mika Zibanejad, 7th all-time in points for the Rangers now. Is that right, Mark?
Indeed.
You sent
Ron
the
Greshner.
graphic. Ron Greshner, so he became 7th Rangers history. So we had a lot of conversations last year about Chris Kreider and his jersey going up into the rafters, and a lot of down talk about Mika's play last year and trying to get rid of him. But he's here to stay with his no move clause. By the time he's done, if he keeps it up, he's going to be top 5, maybe even, top 2 or 3 in all-time points for the Rangers. So you're going to have to start to talk about his jersey going up in the rafters at some point. We'll see. Artemi Panarin, our topic of conversation, coach, his 900th NHL point. He did that versus Ottawa. So congrats to Panarin. That's quite a feat for an undrafted player to get 900 points. He's well on his way to getting 1,000 points, and probably will end up in the Hall of Fame. And when that happens, I want to go to the Hall of Fame with Coach, just so I can record him looking at Panarin's plaque in the Great Hall and his comments. It's going to be.
Why do you say probably in the Hall of Fame?
He's in the Hall of Fame for doing his job.
Wait, what? No, I think
Why would
he'll
you
probably.
say he's guaranteed to be in the Hall of Fame?
No, I think he's probably going to end up in the Hall of Fame. I mean, he's probably going to end up with 11 or 1,200 points in his career. I mean, that's,
Am I
point per
selfish
game.
to say that I want his 1,000th point to be with the Rangers?
No, it's not selfish. But Mark, how many games? Can you look up real quick? Can someone look up how many games Panarin has played? So he's got 900 points, but I think it's close to a point per game in his career.
You got it, Alex?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm not sure, but I mean, he's been an elite player.
783 games.
783 games, 900 points.
And he has 902 points.
Oh my God! Yeah, he's going to the Hall of Fame, Coach. I'm sorry, that's insane. That's
I mean, what I have to say, is, and you guys know how I always say he gets these useless points. The last few games, he's been getting quality, significant points. The
game-tying goal.
He's been playing with a lot more desire and purpose to me. Watching him play, his body language, his grit. For him, the grit. He's not going to go out there and kill guys, but he's battling more.
That grit, like he had.
Worth it.
Yeah, like he had. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's all selfish. It's not a team-oriented desire. He's just trying to get a contract.
Yeah, well.
I was going to suggest that maybe it's the JT Miller effect.
I didn't hear what Ali said.
I said he's got to prove to the market that he's worth the money.
Yeah. He's too good. Let's be honest. He's too good a player to have, really not scored like he's scoring now. he was going to get into a groove. It was going to take some time, whether he shaved his head or not. I'm happy he did. And but he's too good a player not to produce. So we all knew it was going to come together. Just happy that it came together. These guys are starting to play fluid hockey. They're happy. They look happy playing. You could see like they're playing like a team together. They're talking on the bench together. They're not sulking.
The mood of the locker room definitely looks like it changed. I agree with that.
Mark, you don't have to sell me on Panarin as being a good player. I have said in the past and gotten so much shit for this, but I have said in the past that he is one of the best, if not the best, free agent signings, unrestricted free agent signings in NHL history. I mean, he just is. It's statistically he is, but that doesn't come with the shortcomings that obviously Ranger fans know too well. But
you're going to say wasn't Messier a free agent signing or was that a trade?
No, that was a trade.
I'm happy he didn't end up on the Islanders like everyone thought he was gonna.
Particularly since the salary cap in 2004, 2005.
Adam
free
Graves
agency.
It was a free agency signing, though. I think.
No, he was a trade.
I think he was compensation for somebody signing with like Edmonton or something, like one of the Rangers guys. I think. You might be right, though. It might technically be classified as a free agent.
Because I remember the episode where you said that. I remember the episode where you said Artemi is like the best free agency signing on the
yeah. And I saw your clip on social media bashing me before you even met me.
Before I even met you,
just bashing me, and I was like,
"Well, now it makes it even better. Better."
I watched that. I'm like, I'm not even back yet, and I'm getting this is crazy. Like. We're gonna just bash cousin Ed while he's not even here.
While he's on paternity leave.
Let me tell you something.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something. I know when I go to a Ranger game, sometimes the fans frustrate me by what you hear them saying. But to go to an Islander game, I wanted to freaking just jump off the balcony. The shit that comes out of their mouths is like, what the hell are you talking about?
It's all you're a better sports man. Well, there you go. Chris clarifies Graves was a restricted free agent, so you're right. Graves is a pretty good signing, yeah, but even Graves
not better than Panarin.
Statistically, he didn't put up what Panarin did. I mean, but that's still a great sign. That's a great signing. It's up there. Also, restricted free agency versus unrestricted free agency. Fine, I'll clarify. That's one of the best unrestricted free agent signings. All right.
I also just look at it as a casual fan and be like, oh well, he was on a cup winning team, so
I don't think goals. He's up in the rafters. He won a cup. Yeah, I get it.
I don't think Panarin. I think for these players to get up in the rafters now that Kreider left, I don't think it's going to happen now. I think they got to win a cup. That's got to be part of your thing. I mean, who's up there modern day that hasn't won the cup?
Henrik Lundqvist.
All right. Well, he's a Hall of Famer, and
Panarin's a Hall of Famer.
I'm not going to compare Panarin.
It was a bit of a meatball.
I'm not going to compare Panarin to Lundqvist. I'm sorry.
Of course.
Well,
not.
Mika and Kreider are not Hall of Famers, so I get where you're.
I don't think they're going to get up there.
But if you put a guy
with Mika, then he'll get up on the rafters.
But here's the thing: if you put a guy like Rod Gilbert in, right? He played a long time at the Rangers, never won a cup. He scored 400-something goals. He's not – what's crazy to me is if you look at like the best players of all time, he's a Hall of Fame player. Don't get me wrong. But he's not like a top 20 player of all time or anything. It's not like he's this like Sidney Crosby level talent. And he got up in the rafters without a cup. So now we're changing the dynamics. Guys that are equivalent to Rod.
I said modern day. Modern day.
I know. That's my point. So I'm saying you're changing the dynamics. You're saying modern day guys need to be more than that. That would be insane. A guy who puts up the numbers Rod Gilbert puts up for the Rangers, you're saying doesn't get into the rafters unless they win a cup modern day.
He was also Mr. Ranger. He played his whole career there except for the end.
Well, Hatfield didn't win a cup, right? Rattel didn't win a cup.
They went to the finals, though, I think twice.
Right, Hank went to the finals, too. So, all right, fine. You got to get to the finals.
You got. There's got to be a little bit more. Sorry.
We've come to an agreement.
Wait, I have a question for you guys. So, well, it's a two-part question. How much longer do you think Kreider's going to be playing?
I think he's got more in him so long as his back holds up. I think his game translates well to decline because he altered his game from a speed rush game to more of a net front presence. And guys like that can play till they're 40, 41 years old. Like Van Riemsdyk is still going, I think, right? So I don't see Kreider really. He might have to adjust to a bottom six role and like power play specialist, but he'll keep going.
So my second part of that,
I say 3 years.
Do you think that he would do what, like, I don't know, Marc-Andre Fleury did and like sign like a 1 game contract just to retire a Ranger, or not really?
If Chris Drury is not the GM, probably. If Drury is still the GM, probably not.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah.
I think that's probably, if it's like a new GM and the whole, it's cleared out, management's cleared out as Chris wants in the chat mentioning replace the GM.
Yeah.
If that happens, I see Kreider retiring a Ranger like that. Yeah, definitely. I think Hank
something
did that,
I would
right?
like to see personally.
I would love that.
Yeah, I do miss Kreider. There's no question. All right, the game's going to come back. The game's going to come back, so let's jump over to Coach's Corner before we get back to the live gameplay. I don't know if you got the video clip. You got to play Bella.
I do.
Hey everybody, Coach Ed here. I'm over here in the shop at Bella Italia, Marble Granite and Quartz, picking up my order for a nice little bathroom I'm doing. I've been a contractor almost as long as I'm a hockey coach. So listen to me when I tell you, when you want the quality work and craftsmanship, come and see the boys over at Bella. They serve all 5 boroughs, Westchester, Long Island, all the way out to Montauk. Whether you're a Ranger fan, Islander fan, Devils fan, they're going to take care of you no matter what. Make sure you give them a call, 516-561-1018. Let's go Rangers. All right, boys, bring it in.
I can't. I gotta just laugh every time. It's so good. All right, Coach. Your note to me was Brady Tkachuk plays on a fine line. I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that for your Coach's Corner here.
All right, he plays with that edge, like Marc Messier did in the 90s when I saw him play every day. Only Marc Messier was a lot dirtier. But I'm watching him play. He gets away with so much. He knows not to go over the line and get the penalty. He'll just like give a lot of jabs. He'll punch the guy in the head after he gets hit, but enough where it's not like knocking the guy down. He just plays with this edge. It's just, I just love it. He's my free agent signing or whatever. But I want to get him bad. That guy just plays better than his brother to me, as far as a power forward or center or whatever position he's playing at. He just plays with this 80s physical edge.
I think Matthew Tkachuk has more skill and is more of an agitator, and Brady's more of like just a physical beast, it's different.
I don't know if you guys noticed that. I'm watching him play the Rangers, and I'm just like, look at this guy. Every time he got into a confrontation, took a hit, gave a hit, it was like an extra little bit that he's just enough. If it's that little cross check, it's not like a blatant one. It's enough where he just punishes the guy but doesn't get a penalty.
And that's the thing, is that you look at a guy like Brady Tkachuk, and he's such a unicorn. If he ever becomes available, you got to just get him. I don't care.
You got to throw everything at him.
You just got to get him. I mean, I know people say he's overrated in a lot of ways, but he's just got finding a blend of skill and grit like Brady Tkachuk is really hard to do. And you get a guy like JT Miller. He's supposed to have that, but Coach, I got to say, I haven't really seen a lot of quote unquote grit from JT this year. last year more than this year. I feel like I don't know, maybe because he's got the captaincy that he's reined in a little bit. I'm not really sure, but he's got that same edge that the Kachucks do. He's like a right under them, I'd say, in that regard.
I think that's back. I've noticed with JT, it's a difference since that game where they won it, where we said that was the turning point. What was that, the Dallas game?
Oh, that was a huge game. Yeah.
I mean, I've noticed him going at it hard and making some tough plays. Not on the Brady Kachuk level, but he's definitely playing more fit. That play where he just deflected it and hit the post. He battled for that. He threw a little elbow enough, got the puck, and then he didn't stand there. In the beginning of the season, he was kind of standing there after that. But he busted it to the net, and he got the play. I think there's just that little extra step that most of the players are having now. Gavrikov, a lot of them are all playing like that. Boy, the refs are letting this game go, huh? They're letting them play.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just want to see JT a little more with the elbows and the stick work, on guys. Like he's supposed to be a nasty, agitator, and I just haven't really seen that from him, like as much as I'd like, I guess. And I know he's been hurt, so we'll give him some time. But you saw it in Four Nations,
9 games.
I'm producing more for sure. He's producing more. That's happening. So
I think a combination of Trocheck being back also.
Yeah, I think Trocheck is buddies with him.
I was gonna say, like, when I think it was in the summer when we did like the captain, the leadership episode, and we were all talking about how like he's such a hard-nosed player and everything. He is, but we thought he was going to be much more than he's shown. But I think he's getting back to that a little bit.
Yeah, so I want to see that. I agree. I think he's got more of the nastiness in him, the Messier-esque nastiness. I want to see that. That's important. You got to have guys like that.
I agree.
But you also have to realize we don't know what that injury is he had. And
yeah.
Sometimes when you have that, you just can't. I don't mean to make an excuse for it, but if you have that injury, you can't go in that really hard battle. If it was a lower body groin type injury or hamstring, it's a difficult situation because you get pushed backwards or something, and everything it's difficult. These guys are strong.
Well, let me ask you then, why play?
I don't know. That was my question in the beginning. If you guys remember, sit him out a few games.
If you're not able to be like, what makes JT Miller so valuable isn't just his presence on the ice. It's his nastiness, That's really what it is. Otherwise, he's just another center who can put points up. And
nice hit by Susie.
Yeah, that was a nice hit.
You're a dime a dozen,
I
think part of the reason why he did play was because Trocheck was hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
Had them both out of the lineup, but could have went south real fast. There's Robertson, a nice play. I love it. I want to see Robertson. I want to see if he could throw. He's getting involved these last few games too.
Man,
getting back to Robertson and Brady Kachuk, I saw he was matched a lot with that line. I thought he did a good job. He was matched up against Kachuk a lot. Brady was going at him a lot.
He's completely leapfrog. He's completely leapfrog Vakanainen.
Yeah, for sure. That's
completely the coaches love Robertson, man. They love him.
I love it. I love the way he's playing, man.
It makes you wonder though why he didn't get a look before this. Was it just that he wasn't ready? Is it a new staff likes his game versus the old staff maybe didn't? Like, there's some kind of disconnect here for me. But,
well, the game me and Eddie went to, I don't follow Hartford all the time, obviously. But the game
we got a power play for Chicago, Coach.
Yeah, I saw that.
You jinxed it.
He wasn't playing that great down in Hartford, supposedly, for the last couple of years or something, because the fans were just all over him. I mean, not that means anything, but that's telling me that he hadn't been playing up to that kind of a standard. And
it's just also another example of young players, particularly mid-round picks. Anything after the first round, I consider mid-round, even though he's a second-round pick. It's a pretty high pick. But any of those guys, like, you got to be patient. Just be patient. I mean, Robertson's what, 23, 24 now? I feel like he's been a prospect for 5 or 6 years at this point, and he's just emerging now. It takes time, especially bigger players, defensemen. So who knows? Could be a diamond in the rough, bottom pairing, mid pairing defenseman for a long time for the team, and they were just patient with him. They didn't give up on him. And sometimes it doesn't work, right? They did the same thing with Hayek. They did not give up on Hayek. They kept him on the roster for what felt like a decade. And that
but Hayek was up and down. They kind of played with the game with him a little bit. Robertson never came up till the end of last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Robertson had
a little different.
Robertson had to come up. If you don't recall, remember that AHL rule that he pretty much maxed out games. So I forget what the rule is, but they had to bring him up. This was sort of like, I guess he knew was the end of the road. He had to either, should have get off the pot. And he's clearly playing well.
Well, he's not. He's eligible to go to the AHL. He's got to go through waivers.
Yes.
It's not like he can't play in the AHL.
No, but the amount of games, professional games he has played, determines they could only dress so many players in the AHL with a certain amount of games. So he's one of those guys.
The veterans or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Professional games, yeah. I'm curious what that rule is.
I mean, I watched him, and I watch him all the time because he's one of my favorites.
I know he's on. He's on the top of your list, Coach.
But I'm watching him.
It's called the veteran rule. It's called the veteran rule. For any game, teams can dress 18 skaters, of which at least 13 must be qualified as development players. 12 must have played 260 or fewer professional games in their career, including NHL, AHL, and the elite European leagues in Czech, Finland, Germany, Russia, Slovakia, Sweden, and Switzerland, and Russia.
Penalty for
penalty. And then the 13th one is 320 or fewer professional games. So there's only 5, at most 6 guys. There's 5 guys that you can have who are veterans beyond that. And then the 6th guy can have played 320. So I don't know if Robertson hit that point.
I feel like he did.
Maybe he hit 260 and they couldn't dress somebody and they just figured give him a look.
Or maybe he was just ready.
Yeah, or maybe he was just ready. I don't know. I didn't hear that was the reason, but maybe Mark heard it in one of his groups.
Maybe when Mark was looking for his first game puck.
Going on the power play.
On the 1952
power play Rangers, Coach. Coach says, wow, the refs are letting them play. And then since then, a penalty on each team.
Exactly. I was just thinking that.
Just call him Gary Cohen. That's from now on, you're Gary Cohen, for those of you who like the Mets.
You know who's really a great announcer? They were playing clips on, now that I have Sirius Radio, I know Eddie's been raving about it for a few years now, but I listen to it all the time. And I think they were playing Crosby moments or something. And that was his name too, Gary Cohen. Wasn't he on ESPN back in the 90s?
Cohn, I think. Right?
Whatever. That guy was a great announcer, man.
Yeah, I think it was Cohn, C-O-H-N.
Oh, it was the Ray Bork interview. It was they were interviewing Ray Bork, and they were asking him about his career, and you listened to the clip of when he raised the cup, and Sackett gave it to him right away, and Cohn was announcing it. It was just, that guy was just great back in the day with ESPN and stuff.
Yeah.
I know you guys were younger, but I thought he was great.
Yeah, I think
he loved hockey.
I'm pretty happy with Kenny and Alex Faust. Honestly, I think they do a good job.
Oh no, I am too. But I'm just saying.
I miss Sam though.
Back then,
I think we all miss Sam.
Yeah, I miss Sam, man. I miss Sam.
So anyway, my dream pairing in a couple of years is going to be Schneider and Robertson.
If they're still Rangers, right? I mean,
yeah.
Schneider's one they're going to have to figure out because he's approaching RFA, and he, in my opinion, you got to sign him long term or move off him because he's stuck on this second, third pairing, mostly third pairing niche on the team. So if you're going to commit dollars to him, I mean, what's he going to command? 5-6 million a year? Is he worth that? Sure. But if you're going to play him as the 6D, I don't know if you commit that kind of money to a 6D, so it's
well, he's getting his shot now to prove himself to be at that higher level. So
right, with Fox out, exactly. Yep. For sure.
So we'll see what happens if the coaches like it, if the organization likes it.
You saw McDonough. I think McDonough resigned with Tampa, right?
As team friendly, yeah.
Team friendly deal. I was part of me is hoping that he goes back to the Rangers at some point, but I don't see that happening.
Oh, come on.
They also talked about that. Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Out of the box, right?
No, it's a short
that was
that's the guy that went to the box.
No. That was a sweet goal, though. Jeez. Nice hands.
Was that 5 forwards on the ice?
Yep.
Wow. Shesterkin looked like he went for the poke check. Mark is ahead of me also because I knew it was going to happen, so I was able to look.
Let me ask you a question. You don't want me to blame Panarin, but is Panarin one of the guys on the point?
I didn't see what Panarin did there.
Panarin's at the red line just watching it.
Yeah,
I mean, Coach, we don't.
That's why you can't have 5 forwards. I'm sorry.
I said no 5 forwards too. I'm with you. We agree, Coach.
I'll give you the 1 forward on the point because when I played, I was that 1 forward. But
1 forward on the point is standard. Every team in the league does that. That's standard. Literally, the power plays are built for that at the NHL level. So it's understandable to have 4 forwards. But you gotta have a D on the ice, somebody who's thinking D, even though it's a power play. Oh, Gavrikov, Coach, his physicality, he got that shot through there. That was a good little play.
I put that
against Colorado.
I put that in my notes too. How many hits did he have? What were the registered hits on the stats?
2 hits.
He had like 3 in the first period.
Yeah. He had 2 huge hits, and those are probably the ones he got credit for.
First period. So I was curious to see what the stats were on that.
2
the whole game?
2 hits they gave him against Colorado.
The whole game?
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
I agree.
Well, that's why when we say he has 9 hits on the year, you take it with a grain of salt because he probably had 5 hits in that game, so.
Oh, he had at least 3 in the first period that were legitimate hits.
Yeah.
I don't understand who does that stat. That's crazy.
Yeah. So he's been more physical and.
Anybody going to talk about Connor Sheary should be out of the lineup after that Colorado game?
Yeah, it's one of those oh, here we go. The team just doesn't learn. It's so frustrating. The cross-ice passes, I know the Royal Road and all that is the way to score, and the teams are not allowing that to happen, though. They are clogging the middle of the ice. You got to find other ways to score. Coach, it goes back to the analogy of football, right? My dad used to always say this when I was a kid. You gotta run the ball. You gotta run the ball. You can't just throw every down because teams are just gonna sit back and play a nickel defense or whatever. You gotta run the ball to set up the pass. It's the same concept. We talk about this all the time. If you want the Royal Road to be there, you have to establish that you can get offense in other ways. Right. Otherwise, they're going to cheat to it, and you're never going to get shots on goal or get passes through. It's common sense.
If they know Panarin's going to pass across ice every time, they're going to guard against it.
Yeah, and that was JT. He gets in. He's in a shooting position. Shoot it hard and low for a rebound. Just shoot it hard and low for a rebound. What is he throwing that across for? It gets picked off easy. It's so frustrating.
Let me tell you something. I was sitting behind the Islanders net last night. And I think I texted you guys to watch the goal on the replay. It was like a 2-on-2. Vegas had like a 2-on-2. The player with the puck looked across, saw that he had the guy streaking down, looked at the goalie and passed it off the pads, and they scored on the rebound. It was unbelievable to see the guy actually look across, see the guy, and then make the play.
Yeah.
If you can watch that play, I think I texted it in one of the chats. I can't keep track, but
Coach, how many group chats do you have?
I have no idea. It's ridiculous.
He just
I'm
started
just
a new
curious.
one with me and Mark today.
Oh, he did?
No, it's just for this though.
Oh, it's so funny. So you got the Mark Alley chat. You got the Ed Pod chat with Mark and Alley too. You got the Rangers Ed chat. You got Coach Ed's doghouse. What else you got?
Chicago scoring.
I'm trying to watch and see what happens.
I'm going to blame Panarin. I'm here trolling Coach in the Blackhawks score. Oh, guys. Let's see.
That could have been a hand pass.
They're
I think he stopped it with
That's it.
his.
Could have been a hand pass. Yeah.
That is a hand pass for sure.
it's
Especially with
getting
the
He
way.
didn't touch it at the end. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, that's a hand pass.
Laba touched it, I think.
it's getting challenged.
No, that's a hand pass. The way that it's
No,
been called.
Laba touched
This has
it
been.
next. Did
He
Laba
touched it
touch
after.
Oh no. Sorry, I'm a little ahead of you. It was a no goal though, guys.
Oh, no goal. Yeah, that's a
No
hand
goal.
pass.
You guys are aware I have every notification is going on.
Oh, also, yeah, that's it too. Like I have like Twitter, so like literally every second,
Yeah,
like the minute it
You
happens,
can't
I
turn
have, like,
everything off
Molly
in the
Walker
world.
just like informing
Yeah.
me everything.
Oh my God.
Oh,
You have
yeah.
Twitter notifications on? I had to turn that off.
It's so
I
much
saw it
between her and Vince.
first.
It's so obnoxious between freaking Outlook and Gmail and text messaging. I cannot have Twitter notifications
Yeah.
on. My phone would just be like ding, 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 ding the whole
Yeah.
day. Can't.
Coach called it a no goal.
Yeah, that's no goal. That's definitely a hand pass.
So
I feel like that's
saw
been
it before
that's
you
happened.
guys. Sorry, what?
No, I just feel like that's happened around the league a bunch of times in the last few days, the hand
Yeah.
pass.
I was gonna say I saw it before you guys, and I was thinking like that's a hand pass, that's not gonna count. But then I saw like he stopped it with his pad and then used his stick to pass. I wasn't sure.
Actually, within the last, it's been a big point of contention in the league the last week.
Yeah,
hand
that's what I'm
pass.
saying. Around the league, there's been a lot of quotes. I sent one today on. I sent one to you, Coach. Today it was who was it? My brain.
Yeah, I couldn't watch the video.
Lindy Ruff. Was it Lindy Ruff today?
Watch it.
There's been a lot of commentary on that and goalie interference as well. The coaches are going off the rails on these refs. It's so funny. Bednar was like, in his quote, he's just like, I don't understand goalie interference. He's like, I don't even know. It's a joke. He's like, I don't understand. I'm like, this is Coach A. He goes, we need to say, he said he does not understand the rule. Goalie interference. He thinks the whole rule is a joke and it's differently like done every game. It's like,
I love Bednar. He's probably
great.
my favorite coach in the league, Bednar.
He's so good, man. He's so funny.
I love the way he looks. He's got that long gray hair.
Yeah.
He's got that look of a hockey player, man. He's just got that look. I love that guy.
Yeah, he looks like he's like still in a men's league on the side.
Yeah, I love that.
He's in a men's league on the side.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like Coach Ed his interview made me think of a segment that we gotta get a segment together for Coach Ed to rant like I don't know, like find quotes from coaches around the league that sound like Coach Ed or something. There's got to be something there that would be funny. Because his quote is literally what you would have said if you were asked that question. It was so funny, man.
Well, you look at that. I think the Rangers got called on a goalie interference penalty in the Vegas game.
Did they? Was it Vegas? I don't think so.
Somebody in one of the games they got called. I'm like, I haven't even seen that called as a penalty. They'll just like blow the whistle, or they'll say the goal was no goal because of goalie interference, and I'd be like, why isn't it a penalty then?
Yeah.
That's a penalty. If you get goalie interference, it's a penalty.
No, so there's
why
two
is-
different types of goalie interference.
All right. Well, here's Bednar's point. You
Yeah.
need to be a lawyer to know the rule and the interpretation. It's insane.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
And it seems like
Yeah.
these refs are always getting it wrong.
Well, getting back to McDonough.
Vegas game, man.
Getting back to McDonough, that's another thing I heard on NHL Network. He went to actually Barry Trotz went to him and said, we're going to have to make a move. Where do you want to go? He goes, I want to go back to Tampa. My family lives there. We live there. That's my place. And he made the deal and got him to Tampa. And then McDonough signed the team-friendly deal. Now, to me, that makes sense. He's making a few million a year for how many years? Probably has a beautiful lifestyle in Tampa. His family's set. He may even have a business connection there. Who knows? An investment.
No
And he's
state
back
tax.
there.
2 cups, no state tax.
That's where he wants to go, And he ends up re-signing for 2 or 3 more years at a very team-friendly deal.
I just think it's interesting how that all played out. Tampa trades McDonough, frees the cap up, pays Sergachev, then trades Sergachev to Utah for, I think it was J.J. Moser or whatever his name is, who's playing great. It brings McDonough back. So they pretty much just manipulated the situation and ended up with McDonough. And I don't know. Breezeball's a great GM. He's really good, Tampa's GM. He's one of the best in the league for sure. The way he did that, unreal. But anyway, McDonough, I miss McDonough, man. I liked him a lot. It's weird that rebuild happened and he was 27 or 28 when they traded him. So he was still in his prime. And he went on to become a really a grizzled defenseman, like a gritty shot blocking machine with Tampa, with the Rangers. I feel like
he was that with the Rangers too.
Yeah, but he was more of a freewheeling, good skating.
I thought he was. I
remember Little Ed complaining about McDonough all the time. Because he wasn't physical, he was out of position.
Really, I thought he was a tough player.
I remember him complaining about McDonough a lot, dude. He was a Girardian stall guy. But I feel like Little Ed would admit that McDonough in Tampa is what he wanted McDonough to be in New York. And he just wasn't that with us. But he was good with the Rangers, though. Really good.
Oh, JT, come on. You got to catch that pass.
I was hoping he'd come back.
I was hoping so, too, eventually. But it looks like that's not going to happen. I'll say this about Trotz. I don't think he's a good GM, but the way he treats his players is really good. He sent McDonough to where he wanted to go. Excuse me. And he also has Ryan O'Reilly. I said this in one other episode. Ryan O'Reilly is on the market. He does not have a no-move clause. And Trotz has told O'Reilly that he is treating him as if he has a no-move clause, so he gets to pick his destination. And look, that might not be great for the team because it might limit your assets that you get back. But in the long haul, treating a respected veteran with that kind of respect as a management is really going to help you bring other guys in the future. So you got to respect Trotz for doing that. I think that's
that's a miracle on 30. That's a miracle on 34th Street agenda.
What's that? What, did you just watch this movie last night or something?
No, a miracle on 34th Street. Santa Claus works for Macy's, and Macy's doesn't have the toy, so he tells the mother, go to Gimbel's, they have it over there. And the people start shopping at Macy's because he's being so understanding.
Right. Yeah, that's the idea, right?
It's the same idea. You're going to draw people there because you're going to get treated the right way as a human being, not just a number.
And that's one of the issues with the Rangers, I feel like, with Chris Drury that we had, is that not that people don't want to come to the Rangers.
I don't know if it's just Chris Drury because they screwed Jockerman, they screwed Gilbert, they screwed Brian Leach. It's like the history of the Rangers.
And Graves, they traded him, San Jose.
Graves and Messier too.
Messier left. Yeah, they paid Patrick Ewing.
How about we just Patrick Ewing early? Barclay Goodrow.
Oh, come on.
I mean,
let's
but
go through
that's
the
most
let's go
hurt.
through the names: Gilbert, Jacquemin, Leach, Messier, and Barclay Goodrow. He's a
Hold on.
fourth liner.
We were talking
Come
about
on.
we were talking about a culture. Hold on. No. You guys were talking about a culture and something that the Rangers do, where you have Barry Trotz, who's good to his players, as where the Rangers are running it like a business. That's the business of hockey. But that may bring or not bring players to the team. But if you want to play in New York, you play in New York. It's the brightest lights.
Yeah.
Well, I don't disagree with you when it comes to that, Mark, but the Yankees don't treat players like that.
I mean, I think they don't. Baseball doesn't have a cap. They could buy whoever they want.
Well, hockey didn't have a cap until 4, but it's still look, the reality is that what Drury did to Barclay Goodrow, not to rehash it, is the same thing that Tampa did to Ryan McDonough. It's the exact same thing. He said, accept this trade or I'm putting you on waivers. It's the exact same thing. And when Brisebois did it, he was lauded for his manipulation of the situation and doing what's best for his team. And when Drury did it, the players threw a fit, had a mutiny in the locker room. The team broke up, half the roster turned over, and the fans suffered. So I think there's a lot of issues with the Rangers. I defended Drury through that. I thought that was a good move with Trouba and Goodrow, what he did. He got rid of those contracts. He needed to. It wasn't necessarily the players' issue. Damn, Panarin, come on.
Well, the thing with that, Ed, is
it wasn't the players themselves. It was their contracts that needed to be moved. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, with the Tampa situation, in all fairness, they had just won 2 cups also. So when a team is successful,
yeah.
If the Rangers would have won the cup with Goodrow, it would have been the greatest signing they ever did.
Yeah, what a clutch signing.
Because they didn't win the cup that year, it became get rid of them. It's a waste of money.
Bedard.
That went in. I thought it was.
He's so good.
He is good. He is good. I'm glad that he's found his game. Not glad he just scored, but I'm glad that he's found his game. Because I like when young players succeed, and he was billed as this franchise guy, and he struggled last year. So good for him. But I don't know about him wearing an A. What is he? 20 years old? I mean, geez, he's got an A.
I knew this could be
what was Gavrikov doing there? I don't even know what he was doing there.
It looks like he lost his balance. I'm telling you, something is going on with these players. It's like I'm playing a video game. And for those of you who play games know this. And the controller got knocked out by the dog or something. So the player just stands there and doesn't move because, the controller unplugged. That looked like exact same thing. He fell and twisted. I mean, it's not like Bedard made a move that twisted his ankles.
No, I think he realized Bedard was coming. And he went to stop and get him, and he got caught in between.
I don't know what the hell that was, but Bedard didn't do anything. He didn't.
It was just a one-timer. That's literally
he just had to step up and intercept the pass.
I know, but I'm saying he realized he was coming into that area for the one-timer, and he tried to, but his legs just couldn't react.
They better find a way to get a goal here soon. I mean, 4 minutes to go, 4:40 in the period here. Bedard already 19 goals, coach. Jeez. It's pretty good.
Yeah, the kid's for real, that's for sure.
Probably on pace for 50 goals if I had to do my math rough in my head. 30 games, 19 goals, somewhere around 50, 60 goals, right? It's crazy.
I mean, even when he was
when
they said, quote unquote, he wasn't doing good, he was getting 70 points last year. Didn't he have 70 points or something?
I think 50 or 60. Maybe you're right, though. Yeah, but he was billed as a franchise talent, like a Nathan McKinnon level guy, not like a.
I know, but McKinnon didn't come into the league and get that many points right away. You got to have the team around you also.
No, totally.
JT Miller
last year, 67 points, 23 goals last year.
I said 70.
61 points, 22 goals a year before that. So his career high is 23 goals, and he already has 19 in 30 games this year. So definitely taking a step in his development.
So him and Gavrikov are going to have career years for goals.
Yeah, we'll take that trade off.
We got Ice Queen Mel in the chat saying these jerseys are the new curse. So does that mean that I don't have a jersey curse now? These jerseys are the curse. I need to
Centennial
blitz this
jerseys are the curse.
Have they won in the Centennial jerseys yet?
Nope.
Not one game.
What are they? 0-4? 0-5?
They wore them opening
Either
night
0-4,
against
0-5.
Detroit. This game.
Opening night.
I saw them a couple of times.
Yeah.
Islanders.
Wow.
Yeah.
2, 4, 5
That's
games.
unreal. That is
They're gonna stop wearing
unreal.
them.
Seriously.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know what Mel said no to, but she just said no. I guess that was my jersey curse comment or something.
Oh. So
She
does
just
that
wrote
mean
no.
my jersey curse is gone?
I don't know.
Wait, you don't
I
have a
assume that's
Centennial
what it-
yet, cuz?
No, but Oscar says it's on the way, and there's a
I think
name
we
on
need to
it.
get one to see if we could do a reverse mush.
A reverse mush.
I spoke to Oscar and I said, this is what I said, because he said, listen, I don't want to put names on it, the curse thing. Like, and I said, listen, just put Zibanejad and Panarin on. Most of the fan base wants those guys gone anyway. So it's like, if something happens and they get traded, like people will be happy. It's not like, that's my position.
Yeah, but we don't want the injury part of the curse to come
Right.
Because then it means you still got to pay them.
Yeah, I guess that's true. There's so many levels to this curse.
There's layers.
There's layers to the curse. So
Like the
I got
forecheck.
when I got the Santana jersey, and that happened with his elbow for the Mets. I then said, nah, whatever. I got a Jose Reyes jersey from China, and they sent it, and it took them like 6 months. It took forever to show up at my doorstep. I had forgotten I ordered it. By the time it came, he had already signed with the Marlins. That's how long. That's like how long. So in the between me buying his jersey and getting the jersey, he had signed with the Marlins free agency.
Well, that's what happened on the last live stream. I was wearing my Heedle jersey and everyone got on me for it. But the day that I got my Heedle jersey, the trade was announced that we got JT Miller.
Oh, yeah, but you know what? Like, that's my thing is like with all the player movement in the league now, it's like hard to say there's a curse because everybody gets moved and traded constantly.
Oh, yeah.
It's
like there's no
Ed,
with the jersey.
yours is a curse.
no, there's no such thing as
Trying to
curses,
weasel
Coach.
your way out of it.
There's no such thing as curses unless you believe in it. It's a psychological complex, actually.
Okay.
And if you believe in them, you probably need therapy.
My curiosity on this whole conversation is, why did Allie get a Heedle jersey?
Because people like Heedle. He's a young
like
guy.
Heedle.
I
love
did too. Yeah, I like Heedle. Everybody liked Heedle except you, Coach.
I like him as a person.
He was a Rangers
I mean, I didn't
draft
know him
pick.
as a person, but as a
He
player,
was a
I
Rangers
liked
draft
him.
pick. He was fast. He worked his ass off. He had a scoring touch. It was exciting to watch people like young guys the team drafts to develop and become good players. So they root for that. That's the reality. They want they don't want to sign. They don't want to sign Gavrikov and have him make the All-Star game. They want to call up Scott Morrow and him become an elite defenseman. And now we developed him, and that's like a pride thing. That's the way fans are, man.
Speaking of Scott Morrow, he's on the team. How many games now? He's up in the bigs.
Yeah, he looks pretty good. He made a couple mistakes. I think he was responsible for one of the goals against.
Shining that much.
He's not shining offensively, but he also is
Isn't
limiting
that
his
his game?
defensive mistakes. Yeah, but he's limiting his defensive mistakes, in my opinion. So maybe he's focused on that and it's hurting his offense. I don't know. He had one bad mistake in one of the games. I can't remember if it was Colorado or Vegas, and it led to a goal against. But other than that, I don't think he's been like bad defensively. So maybe the coaches are just saying, listen, the offense will come, just play D. And I think he's been okay, Coach. I don't know.
No, I don't think he's a liability out there. I just don't see him.
His offense is definitely
I don't see
lacking.
the great passing ability that was raved about personally, but
Not yet.
not yet.
Like you say, we don't know what these coaches are telling these guys, especially when they're developing. You know, we got an insight.
Oh, now you're listening to things I say. I like that.
Well, I like to throw it back in your face when you're
Are
hypocritical.
you just saying it because you want to throw it back in my face, or are you saying it because you believe it?
No, I think that you're right, and I think it's evidenced by the last game, or one of these last games. They were talking about Sullivan was talking about what he's been telling Laugh. He just like told the media that, which was nice. And the way he said, I'm telling him to focus on his game down low, take the puck down low, below the hash mark, do this, do that. So to me, that shows that the coaches are really telling these players, especially the younger ones, this is what I want you to do specifically. I think you're right. I think that's what they're doing. So it's hard for us to judge Morrow's lack of offense because they might be telling him, don't worry about that. You know?
Correct.
Coach walked away. He didn't want to hear me anymore.
Great
I didn't even
coaches,
notice.
bro.
I was watching the game and ran going off, and coach just walked away. Oh, he had to get a what is that? The Harutos? Is that what it's called?
They just
Doritos.
Doritos. Robertson's
Just a high
bleeding.
stick on Robertson. Got hit in the face.
He's got blood on his mouthpiece.
It's part of the game. Suck it up. They shouldn't call every high stick.
Okay.
It's literally a rule. What do you mean? I don't understand.
It could have been an accidental high stick.
It's
It
still a
didn't look
penalty.
Turn these guys into babies.
It's a strict liability crime, coach. It's a safety issue.
I had a lot more notes on the Avs game too.
You did. One of them was PK. I had no idea if you were talking about PK Subban, the penalty kill. I wasn't really sure what.
Can I tell you what I'm tired of? I tell you
But
what grinds
Igor,
my gears.
my God, Igor looked so focused in that game. It was amazing.
Yeah, he stepped up.
I couldn't believe how he was seeing the puck in every play. It was, and what I was very excited about was the bottom six played against Colorado with like they didn't look like they were out of place, and they didn't look like they were afraid. They played hockey, and if they were out there against McKinnon or who's the other guy they got? McCarr, they didn't look like they were like awestruck. They played hockey. It was really good. Who, Mark?
Natchez
and Rantanen too, right?
Yeah. No, not
Rantanen used to be on.
Rantanen's on Dallas. Yeah. McKinnon, Maker, Natchez. That was the line that scored that the overtime, McKinnon.
And also, how many recorded hits did JT Miller have for that game? He was throwing bombs that game.
Yeah, it was a pretty fluid game. They all looked pretty locked in. It was
JT was throwing some good hits in that game.
Second period has ended.
Second period has ended, down 2-0. Oh, just you and I, Coach. Just you and I.
I wanted to wait for Cuz to come back on to talk about this one thing. I guess I'll talk to you about it. He could probably hear us. There was a point in the game, I think it was when they pulled the goalie right before they tied it. The reason why this struck me so, like, let's say early in my competitive coaching career, not when Eddie was young and everything else, where it was meaning something. I remember there was a point in the game, it was the semifinals, and it came to a point where we were winning the game. It was like 2 minutes left. And I had that opportunity to call a timeout or not call a timeout. So I didn't want to give the other team a rest. So I didn't call the timeout. Because there was things I wanted to tell the players on the ice. But I didn't. I either had to call it and tell them or not call it and gamble. And I didn't call it, and they came down and we lost the game. So that was always the dilemma in my mind going forward. Should I call the timeout? Do I need to call it? Yada, yada, yada. So in this game against the Avs, it was like right before they tied it, they had Colorado had iced it for the second time. And they focused on Sullivan, and he was talking to the players on the ice, and he asked them, "Are you guys all right? Are you guys all right?" In other words, do you need the timeout? Do you need the rest? Because he didn't want to call it,
Right.
because they had the Avalanche tied. And he shook his head, and he was like, "All right, good." And they went to the faceoff, and they tied it like 20 seconds later. So it was just a little thing, like in the game, like I saw the Sullivan do. I think that, to me, I love that stuff. That's what I'm looking at when I'm at the game. I watch the coaches, what's going on, and it was pretty cool that he's like, "Are you guys all right?" I read his lips, and it was pretty cool.
And it brings you back. It brings you back to
right away. Brought me to that moment. A lot of times when I'm coaching, Eddie or Coach Skank will say to me, Call timeout. And I'm looking, and I'll say to my center, "What are you good? You good?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, No, we'll save it. But they didn't make that mistake. You know what I mean? So in their coaching career, so they're right away, let's just call the timeout. Let's call it. So just a little something.
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like that's a strategic decision you make in the moment, right? Whether to call that timeout. Like, you just got to go with your gut and, leave it there. It's tough because you don't want to give.
We did not win the second period.
No.
We haven't won the first period or the second period.
For
so
sure.
I have Ed, you might be thinking of the Morrow play against the Avalanche. I have in my notes, he cross-checked the guy on the first goal.
Right. That was the goal.
If you watch Gavrikov, when Gavrikov plays a guy in front or coming off the wall, he'll hit him and he'll like lay on top of him. He'll almost like hold him there. And on that play, Morrow.
That's because he doesn't have the foot speed. That's the Coach Ed move. That's the Coach Ed move. I'm gonna hold you down.
Hit and stick, baby. Hit and stick.
That's it.
But Morrow cross-checked the guy. He did a nice play on him, but the guy was down on his knees and made the deflection for the goal.
Yeah.
For the Avalanche first goal. The
Yeah,
other question I had that game,
one.
and I know the New York Ranger girl's not going to like this. But I got a question. Lauber in overtime against McKinnon.
So I didn't watch the game. Like I said, I was watching from my phone, so I didn't see what happened.
Coach.
Well,
I'm not going to blame him for the goal. I just don't feel like, again, as a coach, you're putting Lauber out against one of the best players in the world.
Who are you putting out? Who are you putting out there? Laba's got the speed to keep up. I
was going to say Laba has proven himself to be.
It's not the speed. It's not the speed. It's a matter of being overwhelmed decision-making process.
Yeah,
I'm not saying he doesn't have the skill. I'm just saying I don't know if he's got that.
I hear you. I hear what you're saying from that perspective.
I'd rather have Zibanejad out there against him, to be honest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Zibanejad thinks his hockey IQ is a little at a different level right now. I'm not saying Laba doesn't have a good hockey IQ. He doesn't have it at the Nathan McKinnon level, and he hasn't played against him enough. I just question that a little bit.
Well, Chris is quick to point out because he remembers every play of the game and every moment that when McKinnon was on the bench when Laba was put on the ice. So McKinnon
and he jumped
because Laba
they jumped
on the ice. Yeah.
Okay. Good. There you go. So
that makes sense.
You have to take a look the line before. I'm fairly certain they had a pretty decent line out right before McKinnon scored that goal. We had a pretty solid line out.
Well, look, when it comes to Western Eastern matchups in the regular season that go to overtime, you got to attack. In my opinion, those are points that you got to try and grab, and you can't really be playing in a way of like matchup wise, right? You should be looking at that point, coach, and being like, who do I want Zibanejad on the ice against versus like I need to put Zibanejad out against McKinnon to defend, right? Like that to me, that's the way you got to look at those games, because there's an extra point and it doesn't affect you in the standings if the other team gets the extra point. It hurts you if you don't get the extra point, sure, but it's not like they're playing Columbus and they're battling for the 8th seed, and if Columbus gets that extra point, it's a big difference in the end of the season.
No, I hear you on that. I'm not saying put Zibby out there for a defensive reason. I just feel like in that overtime matchup, it's a different dynamic, and I think Zibby has the skating ability and that, he's going to be thinking what McKinnon's doing a little bit. Is what
Zibby he's got to be one of the most frustrating players I've ever seen, because you talk about a guy who just looks like a hockey player, with the hair, he's got the size, he's got the speed, he's got one of the best shots in the game, probably. Like he's probably got a top 20 shot. Wrist shot.
Easy.
You don't think so? Like if you were to say wrist shots in
easy, Joe.
If you were to say top wrist shots in the league, you don't think Zibanejad probably, if you were to actually sit down and do it, be somewhere around like top 20?
I don't. That's a tough one.
Really? Wow.
There's
only 32 teams. I mean, I don't know. Like it's tough. He's up there, even if you say top 40, top 50, that's still.
Look, I think he's a phenomenal skills guy. I think I just said he's got the hockey IQ. He's got the ability. I don't think he's been playing bad this year at all, even when he was slacking. But again, we talk about it all the time. It's such another fine line in scoring and not scoring, with stick angles, with body position. Playing hot goalies. There's a lot of variables involved. It's a game getting opportunities.
Game of inches, right?
Yeah, it's a tough read.
Remember also, Coach, that in college, Laba won Defensive Forward of the Year. So he's billed as a defensive kind of guy, and the coaching staff's using him on the PK. So even though they didn't match him up against McKinnon, perhaps they wanted to see what he could do against guys like that, So maybe
it's possible, but again, he's going to do good against most players in the league, but not
McKinnon's. He's another elite, level, man.
World elite player.
That guy is.
I'm not blaming him. Not blaming him by no means. I'm just saying you got to give the coach you got to give Bednar credit, because he saw who was out there, and he jumped McKinnon out there.
Let me ask you this before we go to Stars of the Week.
When you watch it live, you'll see them jump in the boards like cheating on the line change. They'll come in on one door and they'll jump the guy on the other. You got to give him credit. When McKinnon comes out there with speed, 90% of the players in the NHL are just watching him whiz by him.
Let me ask you this, Coach, before we get to Stars of the Week. If you had to pick first overall in a fantasy draft, let's say that all the players in the league became eligible for a draft and Rangers had the first pick. Are you taking McKinnon or are you taking McDavid?
Well, I only took McDavid and I took McKinnon.
What?
You took McDavid first and I took McKinnon, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's in Yahoo fantasy, right? That's NHL and Yahoo are fantasy and real life are different, but
I'm doing so well in that league.
I don't know. That's a tough.
See where you're at. That's tough, right? I think it's tough.
Most likely, I would take McDavid.
Yeah, I think so. I think
because,
so. But it's close. It's not a
I wouldn't be disappointed getting McKinnon. Like Mark got McKinnon because McDavid was gone. You'd be like, all right, I got McKinnon. I'm good.
Yeah, you got the second pick. You take McKinnon, right?
Right there.
Yeah.
And you take McKinnon over Draisaitl, though.
Oh, 100%. Different kind of player. Draisaitl's a really good player. His IQ was off the charts as far as knowing where to be, but McKinnon is more dynamic.
And he's clutch.
McKinnon's on a level with McDavid as far as rushing the puck, skating through the other team. He's on that level.
The thing to me that makes me almost take McKinnon, it's the mentality of McKinnon. He's just an animal. Like the guy is like, I don't know. I read a story years ago about McKinnon getting angry at a teammate because they were eating cake in the locker room or something like that. It was like crazy. It was like, he's like, what are you eating? Like, he's like so serious about winning that he expects everyone to be like eating right, working out right, doing it. He demands that from everybody. So he's, to me, he's got a cup, he's probably going to get another one at some point. He's a beast, that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because I'm probably gonna have to jump. I'm gonna have to jump off right after the game ends. So instead of stars of the week, I pulled the jersey for you tonight.
Oh yeah, so let's do jersey profile, which is sponsored by the Blue Line Blueshirts. Mark, plug yourself.
You just did it for me. They all know where to find me. Blue Line Blueshirts. I haven't posted a ton of jerseys lately. It's been sort of a lull, but there is some stuff that is going to be posted soon. I'm super stoked. But I pulled a jersey tonight that I thought was pretty important because
I hope it's Heedle. I really hope it's
the jerseys that the guys are wearing tonight. So this jersey right here is Vladislav Gavrikov's opening night gamer.
That's a huge jersey. Wow. That's a massive jersey.
He wears a 58.
Oh my God, a 58.
58 is crazy.
That's huge.
That's a single.
The sad part is it fits Mark.
I like the 58s. They fit nicely.
Yeah, it fits Mark without the shoulder pads.
Crazy.
58 fits nicely. You could put a sweatshirt under a 58.
That's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, so I thought that'd be a cool one to pull. Obviously, they're wearing the Centennials tonight on the road. I just wish they'd win one in them. It's
not over. They got 20 minutes.
Got to find my way into one of these groups, man. Mark has his groups.
I'm confident. I think they could do what they did in the second period of the last game against Vegas. Did you have to? Like I said, I think this was a trap game. Chicago played two really poor games over the weekend. I think they made history, franchise history, how badly they played. And I think they were always going to come out this game swinging right away. As you can tell, it's 2-0 already. So, but I definitely think the Rangers could keep up. They could come back. I'm very confident in that.
Yeah, I am too.
This game's not out of grasp. They just they're getting chances. I think the shots are 18 to 17. High danger chances are there. They're just we're actually seeing, Chicago has a really good goalie too.
Yeah, Spencer Knight.
He's there's a chance he ends up on the Olympic team.
Yeah, that's what they were talking about. I mean, Chicago's one of those teams that's you're not going to come in and just plow over them. I mean, yeah, you said they had two of their worst games, but look at the Rangers. They had a lot of bad games they had some poor games this year, and they've been in the league a long. Any given night, it's hard, man. I've been saying it for years. With this salary cap, they made it where the league is on an even keel. Pretty much. There's not really like a team that's a pushover. Look at the standings right now.
Yeah,
that's a big topic on NHL radio now. The standings, it's like 4 to 6 points from first place to being out of the playoffs.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So every team in the league is competing to try to push to make the playoffs. I think other than Nashville, they said two teams, Nashville and another team. They're way out of it, but generally all these teams, even Calgary made a push after that poor start. They're like on the border.
Would Buffalo beat Colorado? Was it last night? They're one of those teams that's not really
no, Colorado or Edmonton.
No, Sabres beat Colorado, I thought.
I know it was one. Yeah, it was a good team. Yeah, I think it was an overtime game again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the games are great to watch. You put on any games, and it's an exciting game. It's not like you're watching a minor league team out there.
You know me. I'll watch everything. I'll watch late West Coast hockey. I'll go watch. Well, everyone laughed. I'll watch Ducks, Sharks. It ends up being a good game.
Well, you're watching Trouba, you're watching Kreider, you're watching the.
That Macklin Celebrini kid is holy. He is
It's
something
a
else.
beast. He's got like 23 goals. He doesn't.
Yeah,
even lead the league in goals.
they're another good young team that's building.
They're another team that everybody said, why are they taking all these players? Why is he the garbage can of the league? And all of a sudden, 2 years later,
Yeah, you got
they're making it happen.
Yeah, a couple of vets out there. So I saw Wenberg. Wenberg's been playing well.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Former Ranger. Yeah.
Well, we had him for a season, half a season.
Last time I saw Goodrow, the last time I saw Goodrow play, I saw him draw a penalty.
I'm a big Goodrow fan too, but
I was also, but obviously we knew where that was going. All right. Let's start this period. What do you think, Coach? What are the Rangers going to have to do to get back into this game?
they're going to need a nice big hit. They need something to get. They got to come out in this first 5 minutes, and they got to. If they don't come out and push in this first 5 minutes and make something going, make something happen, I'm going to have to be a little glum about the outcome.
I think they've all been playing pretty physical. It's got like you said, first 5 minutes are going to be really important for this game. Chicago's a good young team. They got legs. They've been off for a little bit. We've been off for a little bit. Hopefully we could pot one right away and turn it around.
Boy, you seeing these highlights of this kid shoot the puck, man?
He's so good.
It's insane.
Another generational talent.
The only thing I'm going to say is like he's got like that Jack Hughes size, and it's like McKinnon is a brick.
That's
what I'm saying.
I was going to allude to that. I was going to allude to that before. Like even he's young, but like McKinnon, they're all young. Like McKinnon's got size. He's a big dude. You take a look. Bernard's small. He could put as much.
There's a difference. There's a difference if you're playing against McKinnon at full speed coming at you, or this guy coming at you. You know what I'm saying?
Bernard's built more like a Panarin, not like
I mean, he seems even smaller. He seems like more like a Jack Hughes type size to me. What's going on here? I missed it. Oh, they blew the offsides, they're saying. Oh, they tried to beat the icing, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They tried to do a Kreider.
He's back next week.
Oh, they're coming in?
Yeah, on Monday. We have a game after this. We play Saturday, right? We play Saturday against the Habs, I think. And then back-to-back, another back-to-back, Monday, Tuesday, Anaheim, Vancouver.
That ought to be an emotional comeback.
For sure. It's also, on top of CK20, it's Trouba as well.
Yeah.
I think Trouba was traded after they had already played. Anaheim had already played at the Garden.
I mean, I guess it's a stupid question, but you're going to that game.
Oh boy.
So these Blackhawk jerseys aren't their retro jerseys or whatever you want to call them, right?
Say that again.
The Blackhawks jerseys they're wearing tonight, are they the throwbacks, the 100th anniversary? Oh, they're not 100th anniversary.
I believe they are.
They are?
They have their 100 patch on the shoulder also. We saw today Adam Edstrom went down, unfortunately.
What do you mean he went down?
They put Adam Edstrom on LIDAR. He's on long term. He's not healing like they wanted him to. But on another note, Rempe started skating again with the team. So hopefully that'd be a big addition back for that fourth line.
You think he comes back in the lineup right away?
Rempe, I think he'll put him right in the lineup.
So I'm going to be down in Naples. I'm going to be visiting with Dominic, our sponsor, Dominic Lucarelli.
Did you just came back from Florida, right?
No.
Gotcha.
No, I'm going down for a little golf weekend.
Oh, nice.
Our
Very
friends
nice.
have a condo there.
Are you going before? Are you going before Miami?
I'm going tomorrow. What do you mean before?
Oh. I didn't know how close you were going to the winter game. I know if you were going to be there.
No, I'm
before,
going tomorrow. I'm going tomorrow, yeah.
Miami will be.
I'm
that'll
just
be a lot of
actually
fun.
texting. My friend is going down for the Winter Classic, but he's flying back home the next day. I think it's a night game. I'm going to guess it's a night game because they don't want the heat.
It is a night
And
game.
it is. It's 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
They just set it on the screen.
I found that to be odd, but like you said, I guess you're right. Maybe because the heat.
Well, also the 3rd isn't the holiday. When they used to have it on New Year's Day, it was an afternoon game, right? But it's people are back to work and stuff. I guess they change it. I don't know, but I think it's because of the heat. Also, I would guess. But at least we won't be freezing our asses off.
That'll right. God knows that's happened before. Oh boy.
Come on, Sherry.
Oh God.
You see that, but Shemlish or whatever the heck his name is, he's got to hit that guy.
He's young, dude.
He's got to hit that guy. He's 6'6". I feel like this Bertuzzi always scores against us also. Not here.
Always.
This guy hit him. Look at this. Two Blackhawk guys there. No one's there.
Oh, he goes between the legs. Jesus Christ. It's unraveling, Coach.
Yeah, it's not looking good right now, fellas.
No. It's a lot of time, but 2 goals and 3 goals, way different. Not when you.
Not the way the Blackhawks are skating right now. They're going to have to do something quick. It's amazing, right? You play 3 games against 3 top teams, and you play great, and then you can't come in and beat this team or even compete. I mean, the shots are even, but I don't see the Rangers having too many high danger chances, to be honest.
Oh. Igor could only do so much, to be completely honest.
Jesus. I just pulled the muscle watching Igor on that one.
Sherry, 2 minutes for hooking.
Oh, boy. Not going to be a good night at the dinner table with him and Coach.
Oh.
Oh, find out where that guy got that Rangers sweater.
Oh, the guy behind the bench?
Yeah.
I think you could get it on Fanatics. I've seen them. You and I were talking about that.
Oh, yeah?
There's like 1 or 2 sweaters you can buy right now.
I mean, it's not the one I'm looking for, but it's pretty nice.
I would love to buy if you created one. An old
Yeah, we
school
got to
hockey
figure it
sweater.
out. On the next commercial break, I'm going to go get my sweater I'm talking about that I have. I pulled it out. Come on, Mika. Jesus.
Oh.
Had they not get called for that?
I don't know. I mean, they missed that high stick before too. So I don't want to see a shutout here. These guys got to put one in the back of the net.
All right. Well, missed 5 minutes and a goal.
Wasn't pretty.
I can hear the ugliness in the tone
Oh boy,
of the stream.
we're sitting here on the deep end, swimming without swimmies on.
I just don't get it. I mean, like Coach said, like how do you play so well against Vegas and Colorado and come out?
It's exactly
and
what the Rangers
generate,
do. This is
generate nothing.
This is a thing.
It's not just the Rangers; it's the whole league. This happens. You watch highlights all the time.
There's a lot of parity.
It's all.
Coach, I saw the
league-wide.
Islanders. I saw the Islanders in overtime with Vegas too, right?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't see who won.
I wanted to tell that story, so I'm there. I'm there actually by myself because all the Islander fans I know, none of them could make the game. I think I texted 8 people, all big time, all big Islander fans.
Oh, here we go, JT. Oh my God. Pathetic. Sorry, go ahead.
JT, where I'm way behind again.
I haven't touched my stream, Coach. Tell your story though.
Chicago's got the puck in the Rangers zone right now.
Yep.
So the Islanders take the lead. There's like 2 minutes left. I'm like, I'm out of here. The Islanders took the lead with like 6 minutes left. So
They're
with
scrappy,
2 minutes
man.
left,
They're a scrappy team. You gotta give them credit.
so with 2 minutes left, I'm like, I'm getting out of here. I want to get out of the parking garage, before the crowd. Get in the car, talking to Kathy on the way home. I get home, fall asleep. This morning, I'm listening to the radio. The Vegas tied it and went to overtime in a shootout. I'm like, and I love overtimes and shootouts. So I missed the whole thing.
Oh God. Well, it's worth leaving the risk of hearing the celebration. and
Oh,
walking
forget
out.
it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was worth missing the overtime and shootout.
Yeah.
Is a
Without
risk
a doubt.
reward. Risk reward.
Would have been
move.
good to see Vegas tie it though.
Yeah.
I did actually watch that shootout.
I didn't see the game. I saw quickly they were in overtime, and then that's all I saw. I remember I had the game on for like a minute in overtime, and I was just like, this freaking team just keeps getting points. Like the Islanders are supposed to be rebuilding. Like it's frustrating. They just keep getting points. And of course, Matthew Schaefer's going to win the Calder Trophy. You know, he's an elite defenseman, first overall pick. The Islanders get him, of course.
I wasn't overly impressed with that kid. I'm sorry. I mean,
Well, he's
I
going to
wanted
win the
to go
Calder
to
Trophy
see him
as of
first.
right now.
what's that?
He's going to win Rookie of the Year as of right now.
Right. I'm not saying he's not going to. I'm not
Right.
overly impressed. He's certainly no Cale Makar.
Well, they're saying he's the next elite defenseman in the league. Very, clearly. I haven't watched him enough to know, Coach.
Well, I'm telling you, my opinion is I don't see him. He's no Cale Makar.
I don't know if you saw the rumors of Vancouver having a fire sale, and Quinn Hughes, his name is out there. I saw it reported by multiple guys who are in the know. I saw David Pagnotta report it. Elliot Friedman reported it, but it's apparently very hush-hush because Vancouver is like embarrassed about not being able to keep him, similar to Calgary when they traded Matthew Tkachuk, right? These American kids that they want to sign long-term in Canada, like that's the issue. So his name is out there, and Pagnotta reported the Rangers are like a dark horse candidate for Quinn Hughes.
I saw your text, yeah.
And I just wanted to get your thoughts on Quinn Hughes, Coach, because he doesn't seem like a Coach Ed defenseman to me.
Oh, Lappy got tripped on that.
Yeah.
Now you're ahead of me, Coach. How'd that happen? Yeah, that's totally a trip. Jeez.
Yeah, he got
Chopped. Not only did he get tripped, he chopped his legs out
Penalty shot.
like a tree. Should be a shot. I got to see it again.
I mean, he didn't have a clear breakaway, but it would have been.
He was one-on-one. I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
that's a bad. That's a.
Did the nice move with the puck under the guy's stick, too.
That was a good
See if
move.
they
Yeah.
could do. There you go. Morrow's there.
Well, now you might as well give him the shot.
Yeah, situationally down 3-0. Put him out there, right? That was a good little pass. Oh, good. Excellent. Oh boy. It's just another frustrating game. This team just keeps doing this to us, and it's hard. You got to stay positive. They're doing a lot of good things, but as fans, I just don't understand their stubborn refusal to just do simple things. It's really frustrating. I don't get it, Coach.
If you guys, if they
Even
lose
in the
to
Vegas game,
they
it was
lose
like
to
that.
Anaheim, I feel bad for your Twitter account, the people who are on Twitter and all the people you got to listen to.
Oh, no, I won't be on Twitter if they lose to Anaheim. I won't even look. Honestly, I've made a conscious effort to be on social media less, just for mental health reasons. I think it's just crazy. I know we got to be on there to know what's going on, but it's just too much. I mean, there's so much negativity on social media. It's crazy.
You're not wrong.
But and in Rangers Twitter is really bad. I mean, every day I log on, it's a tweet about the GM sucks. They can't develop guys. The team's has no future. The bad contract. It's just one thing after another with the fan base. So forget the rest of Twitter. Yeah, forget the rest of Twitter. Rangers Twitter is a disaster to be on.
It's a nightmare.
But anyway, I don't know. It's just like even in the Vegas game, the first period, I texted in the chat. I said, Coach, they can't get shots through. What do they need to do? What'd you say? Shoot it wide, aim for a stick, get a deflection. These are simple hockey things that they can do. And they got to be getting reamed by the coaching staff to do them. And I just keep seeing one pass too many, or it's just the same thing over and over again. The same guys. It's so frustrating. It's just really frustrating, man. And I don't know.
A game like that.
Getting back to the Quinn Hughes thing, I think it's kind of like the Erik Karlsson going to Pittsburgh, where we thought it was going to be lights out, but I mean, he seems to be finding a niche now, but can you have Fox and Quinn Hughes on the same team?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. If you could fit them, I'd like to.
Talking about Dalo. I'm not talking about Dalo.
Oh, my Lord.
If you can fit them dollar-wise, you figure it out. I feel like they can be on separate pairings, maybe. Oh, Laba just stoned in front.
That would have been nice.
Who's in net tonight for Chicago?
Spencer Knight.
Yeah, he's been playing great, man. That was such a good trade for both teams, Florida and Chicago. What a good hockey trade that was. You know, Knight's getting a little older. He was stuck behind Bobrovsky in Florida for another couple of years. They're trying to win now. They get Jones at a little bit of a discounted rate. He helps them win a cup. He finds his game a little more than he had in Chicago. And Chicago gets their goalie of the future, man. Really good trade. Chicago's going to be good soon. It's coming. You can see they got something brewing here.
They got 4 young defensemen.
Yeah, they're on their way for sure. Another team that rebuilt and did it in a calm, patient way.
Well, the problem getting back to the Quinn Hughes, Adam Fox thing, if you have them on separate pairs, how they both going to do 23, 25 minutes?
Holy moly.
It's a tough
They can't play together.
Yeah, laughing.
Left just went between the legs and got
playing.
a shot on goal.
He's been playing good the last few games.
He's trying to make something happen, you know? I mean, you got to love it.
That's the laugh I like to see, though.
Yeah, that's how he's got to play. He's got to do that. You know, he's got to make those kinds of plays because it creates energy.
Laffy.
It creates energy and you know, yeah, he loves that move and he's good at it, man.
You see the difference, like the difference in
he hit the post.
That was close. For sure close.
Now here's the difference between a bottom 6 and a top 6 hockey player to me. Laffy makes that move. It looks like he's looking down. He makes the move. But in his head, in that speed that he's playing, he knows the goalie's going to butterfly and he's going backhand top corner.
Yeah.
Like, it's in his head. It's just happening. He's not shooting it into his chest. He was going for top corner. He missed it or hit the crossbar or whatever. But I'm saying that's the difference between a more elite player and a regular player.
Yeah, it's that vision 1 second into the future. It's like he's not just looking at what's happening in the moment. He's deciding what the goalie's going to do. He's seeing what the goalie's going to do before the play is finished in that split second, right? It's that 1 or 2 seconds. Yeah.
And then again,
Gretzky talked about that in his book, that people said that about, and not comparing Laff to Gretzky, but I'm just saying, like, he talked about that in his book, that people said that he had saw the game 2 seconds ahead or something like that. It was always hard to keep up with him in that way.
Yeah.
Some guys have it, some guys don't.
Yeah, I don't think that's something you could learn. I think it's something
Hedl did not have that, right?
He didn't see the guy next to him in the moment. He didn't see the 240-pound guy coming at him at full speed.
If that puck goes in the first period on that Miller deflection, this might be a different game.
Of course, well, but that's the way it goes.
But they don't have that many scoring chances. I feel like this period they've had a few I've seen, but I feel like overall.
No, that's what I said to Mark. The shots are pretty even, but I don't see the high danger chances by the Rangers.
8 minutes, 3 goals. It's tough, Coach. I don't know.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
If it's going to happen, they got to get one in the next minute or two. You can't go too long here.
I don't know. Do you pull the goalie now?
I mean, when it gets to 6 minutes, you got to consider it, you know? I feel like at the 6 minute mark, maybe, if they haven't scored.
Interference. Come on. This is our chance
it.
in the next minute. Laffy drawing the penalty.
Laffy's playing really well in this period, man. He's playing really well this period.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, that's blatant interference. But honestly, that's a play that happens all game, though. It's like, it's always.
Yeah, but he got sandwiched, though. It was a little more than a regular interference. If that guy doesn't come across and they don't hit him at the same time, it's not a penalty.
I wish they would call that more on defensemen, honestly. when the puck's dumped in, the right D is going back, the left D like kind of, bumps the guy who's fortunate. I wish they would just call that a little bit more, just to keep guys honest, because it's really annoying. But I hear you. It's part of the game. I know that's what you're going to say.
I don't mind it when you create that little bit of interference. I mean, that's what do you call it? Foreshadowing of my play of the week.
It's been tough to watch.
Yep.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
Oh my God,
it's wild. We have a
that was
man
a
advantage.
gift. That was a gift.
Wow. What the hell? He didn't get a shot on that?
How did that guy not get a shot off?
What the heck was that? He was looking for a pass or something? I don't know what that was. You just snapped that, dude. What's wrong with you? Here's Morrow. Oh, over to Mika.
Morrow does not look like he's a power play guy to me. I'm sorry.
Mika, Trocheck.
Oh, Trocheck.
How does that not go in? How does that not go in?
That was the chance right there.
I don't get it.
Get Laffy out there. Get Laffy out there.
You got to think about
Sherry.
He's got Gavrikov on the power play. I guess he's scoring, right? Why not?
I don't know how he doesn't have Laffy out there.
Got to do something,
dude. You're on the power play, and the guy skates out of the zone with only one guy attacking him. I don't understand how that happens. I'm sorry. It's common sense. You have one extra guy, two guys on the puck. Like, I just don't get it. I mean, I don't know how that happens.
He actually has been noticeable tonight. Brodsky usually is. I haven't seen anything for Brodsky tonight.
Was this even playing?
He's on the ice right now.
I didn't even notice him all game. That's
all game.
Fun to watch when we're doing this.
6 minutes to go. You got to think about pulling the goalie here.
I think they should have probably pulled it on the power play.
Well, because Chicago could ice it, maybe not.
I know, but don't give him the puck.
Well, if they had pulled the goal, it'd be 4-0 right now based on that power play. So
you're not wrong.
So I think Sullivan knows what he's doing here. But you got to get control here, establish the zone quick, and pull the goalie. You're down 3 goals. I don't get it. 5 minutes to go. You need 3 goals. Goalie's in the net.
Well, they don't have the puck in the zone. What do you want to do?
They just had it in there, though. They did have it.
Can't establish anything.
He's got Hemelash on the ice. There's Panarin. Oh. He didn't just shoot that wide. It was like 3 miles wide.
It wasn't close.
And that wasn't a Coach Ed shooting for a stick thing. There was nobody in the front. It was just
making a big
The
save.
reason why I was saying that shooter wide thing, I saw one team, I think it was against the Rangers. Look at Laffy.
Nice.
Playing it.
Nice pass.
Blind pass to nobody.
Oh, my God. Another throw it in front. No one's there. What are you doing that for? All game, dude. All game.
I think it was a highlight reel of Pittsburgh. The guy shot it from the right side behind the net, and it came out the other side, and the guy scored. It was like a set play. It was like a knock hockey. It was like a knock hockey pass.
Yeah, no, for sure. Fox does it all the time. You're right. A lot of these D do it. It's the only way to get pucks.
No, but this went behind the net. It went like a triangle, and it came out the weak side, and the guy just tapped it in. It was definitely a set play.
Tap it in. Give it a little tappy. Tap, tap, taparoo.
Trocheck just fucking whacked that guy.
This is crazy. You're down 3-0, and Chicago's just controlling the play. It's just really, this isn't the night for the boys.
Look, you don't see one guy on Chicago like gliding around. They're
attacking the puck
on,
like maniacs.
Yeah, they're jumping on every time the Rangers touch it.
Yeah, I mean, look, tough night. You don't like this as a Ranger fan, but they've been doing some good things. It's an off night. Maybe a couple days off hurt them in a way. I don't know. I don't really have an explanation for this one. Chicago's an up-and-coming team, though. Tip your cap. And
the explanation is
now they get an icing call.
They played 4 good games in a row, and they're not having a good one tonight.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's what happens, though, when you play good games and you don't come out with 2 points. It exacerbates when you don't play well and lose. It becomes exacerbated because you feel those lost points more.
I said it
if
from
they
the beginning.
Win those games, if they win Colorado and Vegas, we don't care about this. It's like that's the reality.
I thought this was a trap.
Don't say that. You'd be saying, "How do we beat Colorado and Vegas and we lose to this team?" You would not be happy no matter what.
No, I totally agree with that, but I'm just saying.
I mean, in general, people would not be happy.
No, I would be upset. I wouldn't understand it, but you can live with it. Is the point? Like you're like, okay, they lost the game, like whatever. They just won 4 in a row. They beat Vegas. They beat Dallas. They beat Colorado. Like whatever. They lost the game. They should have won. You don't care. You accept
haven't won 4 in a row in a long time. This
is now technically a 3-game losing streak. Even though they were OTLs. It's a 3-game losing streak now. You're battling for points. The Metro's tight. I mean, I looked at the standings last night when, I threw together the outline, and the Rangers are in 7th in the Metro. They're 5 points out of first and 2 points out of last. So every point matters right now. It's overtime losses, and it's tough. The Devils are in a free fall though, so that makes me happy. I don't know if you saw that, Coach.
That's always fun. Well, I said,
the
Devils
were in first place. In the beginning, the Devils were in first place all alone, and look what happened. All right, Mark, you ready?
You found it? Oh, that's awesome. That is great. You got to make this jersey. Once they win a game in this jersey, you could make one.
I've been Googling and looking it up. This was the vintage collection. I bought this like in 1990.
It's aged like fine wine.
This thing is like so warm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
And when I got it, I remember they had like the Canadians. They had like 6 teams. I don't know if they had a Rangers one. I don't remember. That the Canadians, I think they had Ottawa. Then a bunch of like 6 teams from way back.
That's cool. Yeah. Well, I mean, shit, we might as well just do our stars of the week now just to get it going.
Yeah.
At the end of this game, I'm going to hop off, all right? I got to run.
No problem. Hop off whenever you need to, Mark. You're good.
Of course. I wanted to get to the end of the game with you guys. I got to go run somewhere.
Yeah, are you actually going to run, or do you just have to like drive there?
I'm going to drive slowly. It's raining.
All right. Yeah,
it's raining out?
It was raining before.
Raining in December. Whatever happened to snow, huh?
Shit. It's better than snow. You got to clean snow. I hate snow.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys all hate snow. And I'm here in Florida. It's like 75 degrees out right now. Beautiful.
I plan on being there in 2 weeks.
It's not a question of hating snow as much as you having to deal with it. I love snow. I love when it snows, but then the traffic, it's just a nightmare here.
Yeah, I like snow too, but I definitely don't miss shoveling walkways and driveways. Putting the salt down, cleaning my car off, warming it up before I drive. all that nonsense.
Yeah.
I missed that for a second. I mean, we get other things here. My pool basketball net, the hoop, the net disintegrated into dust from the Florida sun in like 3 months.
Wow.
So there's other issues here. It's not, we don't get snow, but we do get some issues. But anyway, so let's go. Let's just jump right into our stars of the week.
You know what? I'll sign out there, guys. Great streaming with you.
All right, Mark. Thanks for joining us. Check him out at the Blue Line Blueshirts. Look for the morning mood tomorrow. I'm excited for that. So make sure you post it. Thanks for joining, Mark.
I promise.
Always a good time.
Love you guys. Have a great night.
All right. Have a good night, Mark. Be careful.
All righty.
Don't run too fast.
Yeah.
It's a yog, soft J.
We go to our stars of the week, coach, as this game winds down. Looks like they're going to get shut out 3-0. MVP of the week, just me and you tonight. So I'll let you start on who you think was the MVP.
I foreshadowed it before. I got to give it to Shesterkin. In that Colorado game, it was just crazy. Even in the Ottawa game, that Ottawa could have easily took that game, and he just played so strong in a game that we needed to win for sure. You know, Ottawa's an up-and-coming team, borderline kind of right now, but we needed to beat them, and we did. And he was a big part of it. I'm giving it to Igor.
I agree. I had Igor as well. You know, he gets the win against Ottawa, a tough team, and then 39 saves against the Avalanche. So to me, that's great. And honestly, you could just give it to all the goalies because Quick was awesome against Vegas.
Quick played great too, yeah.
Yeah, so you could even just say the goaltending was great in these 3 games if you wanted to. But all right, so MVP of the week, we both agree, Igor Shesterkin. Let's move to our highlight play of the week. For me, it's simple. It's the laugh goal, dude. You know, that rip that against Vegas. You know, that was unreal. What a shot. I when Laugh does stuff like that, I give him the highlight. To me, that's the big moment because I keep saying it. The team needs him to be a star. I want to see it. He played well in the third period. He showed some things. They didn't go in, but that's how he needs to play. And that goal was, like Sullivan said, a goal scorer's goal. All right, Coach, what about you? Highlight.
I have laughed, but it couldn't have been the Vegas game. I have JT Miller creating the interference for Laugh coming out of the corner. I think it was the Avalanche game. That's why I said the interference thing
Oh,
is
my
big
God.
because JT Miller just created that little angle for Laugh to get to space, and he made the play, and they got the goal against the Avalanche.
Unbelievable. You're so funny, man.
It's got to be those kind of plays in those games, man.
Yeah, those tight moments. It's true. I mean, it's you always find the little plays. You know why? Because you watch.
As soon as I saw it, I typed. As soon as I saw it, I typed it in.
So you remembered.
I don't want to forget this one.
Yeah, they used to, when these games were on like TNT and stuff, they used to do the post game on MSG after the game. So
yeah,
I don't know if that's happening, but you know, I want to also say, you know, I wonder how many times the team's been shut out this year. Let me see. 1, 2, 3.
It's got to be
4,
7.
5. This is the 6th time the Rangers have been shut out this season.
Well, most of them were at home.
6th time. And now a 3-game losing streak. They had won 5 out of 6, and now a 3-game losing streak. But again, there are 2 OTLs there, so you get the points. But yeah, tough. Anyway, all right. Next, we got our Key Contributor Award, which we named after Jesper Fast. Despite his comments after leaving, we've left it. He earned it while he was here. So the Jesper Fast Key Contributor Award. All right, I went with the last one first, Coach, so I'll let you go first here.
Well, we're not doing defensive player awards anymore, right?
No. We
So I'm
changed it to
giving
MVP.
I'm
Remember?
giving it to Robertson for that game. I love watching him against Ottawa and the Avalanche. Again, his play away from the puck. He's not doing anything phenomenally offensively, but he's out there doing some pretty heavy battles with the other team's top guys. So I'm giving it to him. Could have gave it to Quick also on your comment about the game against Vegas. Who did he play? Vegas is Quick?
Vegas, yeah.
Yeah.
He always plays against his old teams. You notice that? I feel like that's on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to your boy Connor Sherry. I just think he's buzzing.
Boy.
Yeah, you love him. I think he's buzzing around.
I think
He's buzzing around. Yeah, he's buzzing around. He was good in these games on the forecheck. He's getting chances, and then of course he scored a goal. So that's my shout out to him for getting his first of the year. He's earned it for sure. He earned that goal. He probably should have 3 or 4 based on his play, not 1. But he's been, he was snake bitten. So he gets the goal. It was a big one, right? It gets them on the board against the best team in the league. It was a big goal, key moment. So it wasn't just a useless little, goal, and it was a beautiful goal. But just for his all-around play and his effort this year, I'm impressed with him. And I don't know if he'll be here for the whole season, but he's been effective. And if he keeps playing like this, I don't see why he wouldn't stick in the roster. So
I like that. He was a big part of that Avalanche game. I had a couple of notes about how well he played in that game, other than the goal.
He was, and the goal was it was a timely goal. To get them on the board. The Avalanche 0-0 after 1. It's a tight game. It's tight checking. The Avalanche score in the second. They take the lead going into the third. They're down 1-0. The first 5 minutes of the third, he gets that goal, gets them on the board, and helps them get a point in the game. So
yeah,
timely goal for a guy who's really been effective in a checking role this year. And as Chris says, his first in 604 days. So good for Connor Sherry. So now Coach Ed's Copyright Doghouse Award, which is sponsored by Suiter's Sweet Treats. Check them out at Suiter's Sweet Treats. Check them out. What is it? Suiter's. I always get this wrong. That's not their Etsy name, but you'll see them on Etsy if you just put that in. And order your cookies for whatever event you got. If it's a wedding, if it's a baby shower, if it's a birthday, if it's just, a barbecue in your backyard, your Christmas, New Year's, the cookies are great. She gets them out pretty quick. They come vacuum sealed and stay fresh, and they're delicious, even though you're not going to want to eat them when you customize them, but you can get them non-customized too. They're just overall amazing, and 2 of the nicest people you'll ever meet as well. So make sure you order your cookies from Suiter's Sweet Treats. And all right, Coach, what do you got?
The doghouse is tough. I'm taking Brett out of the doghouse. I think he, like I said earlier in the watch, that he's been playing with a lot more desire, in my opinion. Doghouse, it's a tough one. I mean, after that stretch of games, I find it a little difficult to put anybody in. I think everybody's been playing pretty good. Nobody stood out to me.
That's what I had, an empty doghouse in these
I'm going to leave
games.
it empty. I mean, we're not counting tonight, so.
Yeah, we're not counting tonight, and I agree. I had an empty doghouse in these 3 games. I thought the team deserved to win all 3 games up and down the lineup. Everyone looked good. I didn't really have anyone that, Radish got scratched. Maybe you could put him in. I don't know.
I don't know if he deserves to be in.
I haven't even noticed him bad enough to be in the doghouse or even to get scratched, to be honest with you. He's just a checking player. So
yeah,
it wasn't like a doghouse type scratch. I don't know. I didn't see anything that worth it. So I'm with you. It was tough. I got it empty.
All right.
You agree?
Yeah, Brett's out.
All right, so it's empty, but Brett's out, but he's got a couple loaves in there still, just waiting for him to go back in.
He left after slices in there.
Yeah, after tonight's game, I'm sure he'll be back in next episode. But
let's see how the weekend goes.
Yeah, that's it for that. All right, so now, Coach, upcoming schedule, which is sponsored by Long Beach. We got to get Little Ed on the line here. I know he's on the road. We got to get his picks, so I'm going to send him a little note here. We got to get those in as well. But we got 3 games before the next episode. Montreal, Anaheim, Vancouver, all at home, starting with Saturday at 7 p.m. Montreal. So, 1 game this week for the Rangers. Wednesday, it's tough, but Saturday against Montreal, and then Monday and Tuesday, Anaheim and Vancouver. Let me just, before you make your picks, let me just recap. Last week, Little Ed, well, now we know Chicago's a loss. So Little Ed goes 2-2. He had them winning this game. He's 17-12 on the year. I went 2-2, puts me at 15-14. And Coach, you went 1-3 because you had them going 4-0 and they went 1-3. So you're 14-15. So we are in a tight race here. And all right, Coach, you want to go first or second? I don't care. You're in last. So
I don't care either.
You're gonna go win. So
yeah, I'm going 3 wins.
I know that's just the way it is. I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree. I'm going.
I hate to say it, but we talked about all year how they're running into these goalies that are phenomenal. And I heard today Montreal brought up their rookie goalie, who's supposed to be the Carey Price of the future.
The Russian. They have like a Russian, right?
Is he Russian?
I don't know. I thought he was. Maybe
the other Russian guy. No, the second guy behind Montalbo's Russian.
Dobesh or whatever. I think he's Czech.
Dobesh. No, is
he Russian?
Whatever the case is, I think his name begins with a J.
All right.
Anyway.
Oh, Jacob Fowler?
Yeah, he's going to come in and probably shut them down.
Jacob Fowler, you're thinking?
I'm not sure of who it is. I heard it today on the radio.
Let me see if it's him. He's their goalie. Yeah, they called up Jacob Fowler. Yep. So Jacob Fowler,
and they literally
USA hockey coach, U.S. National Development Program.
The story goes that they literally called him up 45 minutes after the loss that they realized they need a goalie.
Yeah.
Imagine being the 2 goalies there now, and they literally called the guy up after the loss like 45 minutes later.
Jeez Louise. Well, who'd they send
They're bringing
down?
an American goalie in? That's got to be odd for the Canadians.
Fowler was born in Melbourne, Florida. So
wow.
Florida boy.
Nice.
That's what these teams doing well will do for hockey in these southern states. That's why Gary Bettman wants teams in the southern and hot climates to succeed. Austin Matthews from Arizona, right?
Wasn't Ottinger from Dallas? Isn't Ottinger from Dallas?
I don't know if he is. Maybe. That would be kind of cool. I can look that up real quick.
I know there was a goalie that was from Dallas that's in the NHL.
He's from Lakeville, Minnesota, Jake Ottinger.
Oh, that's not who I'm thinking of then. Obviously, there was somebody born in Dallas that was recently number 1 goalie.
Well, maybe Fowler grew up there or something, but he was born in Florida.
No, this is good. This is an established goalie. Whatever.
Got it. Well, we don't have Little Ed's picks yet, and he's on the road. Should we call him in? Give him Little Ed a ring. Let's get him on the line before we wrap this up. We got to get Little Ed's picks in.
Do you think he's driving?
Yeah, I think he's probably on the road. But yeah, I mean, look, this is a loss. You got to kind of write it off. We've been staying positive as a group. You know, it's after last year, there was a lot of negativity around this team, and the beginning of this year
has been forwarded to
as
voicemail.
well.
The person trying to reach is not.
You're not getting an answer.
Yeah, it's all right. You can not go on speaker in the live stream. No, it's okay. But, you know, we got to stay positive. So fans, if you're out there frustrated with this loss, you got to just kind of stay positive and root for the team. Don't boo them these 3 games at home, please. You know, coming off a loss on the road, they had the best road record in the NHL. They just lost a game to an upcoming team. It happens. We got to win these games, so we need the fans in the Garden Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday to cheer the team on, root for the team. You know, do your chants and you know, get some wins. If they go 3-0 in these games, like Coach and I are saying, that's 6 points in the standings. They're close to the top team in the Metro probably, and their home record starts to look better. Things are looking up. So 3 winnable games too, in my opinion. I know Anaheim's good, Montreal's good, but they can beat those teams. You know, they're not powerhouse teams or anything.
Maybe they'll make a trade with Quinn Hughes between periods in the middle of the first and second period.
You know that happened in an All-Star game.
In baseball,
right?
yes. It happened in baseball.
No, that was Bernie Nichols, I think. He went from the east to the west or west to the east. I can't remember. I don't know animals. It's a snake to my mongoose. I think it was Bernie. He had to switch from like the Eastern Conference to the Western Conference right before the All-Star game.
Really?
I think so.
Way back in the 70s, I'm going to say it was.
Yeah, it was with the Rangers. The night before the All-Star game, the Kings traded Bernie Nichols to the Rangers. He was set to play for the Western Conference, and then he ended up playing the game for the Eastern Conference.
Wow, I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was traded for Tomas Sandstrom and Tony Granato. He had 75 points in 47 games with the Kings, putting him in the All-Star game. Plays for the East with no, sorry. He didn't switch teams. He got traded the night before from the West to the East and then played for the West in the All-Star game, despite now being a member of the Rangers, which is weird. So he didn't switch. Sorry. It was that he got
I don't think they
right
could have
before.
changed. Unless a guy that was on the Rangers was playing, how could they switch teams in the All-Star?
Yeah, that's what it was. So he played against Brian Leach in that game. And then, however, he did not continue his torrid scoring pace after being traded.
Well, that's a given.
Unbelievable. All right, so
where did he go after that? Then he started scoring again when he went after the Rangers.
Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Yeah, he went to Edmonton as part of the Mark Messier trade, Coach, with 2 prospects.
But there was a baseball player in the 70s that got traded during the game with the other team on the other bench. And they switched. He switched and played, finished the game or something. Or it was between a doubleheader, maybe.
No way.
Yeah.
I got to Google that. That's insane. You got to be kidding
100%.
Wow.
And it was not a famous guy, not like a Hall of Famer, but it was a known player.
Well, it happened in 1922. Is that what you're thinking of?
No, it was like the 70s.
I'll
find it.
No, so Joel Youngblood was traded by the Mets to the Expos in between a doubleheader. Played the first game with the Mets and then played for the Expos in the night game. And he became the first player to get a hit with 2 different teams in the same day. That's
funny as hell, right? That's not the guy
crazy.
I'm thinking of either. It was I don't know. I'll look it up.
I vaguely remember.
Well, they got Anze Kopitar on the TV. You watching it still?
No, I've tried to see if the post game was going on. I turned it off.
He looks like he's got goalie pad, chest protector on. He's huge.
Kopitar, yeah, he's a good man. What a legend. He's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
People talk about Bergeron and his Selke prowess, but Kopitar and Taze are right there with Bergeron at that level.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Coach. Before we sign off, what are you looking for in this homestand from the Rangers? I don't know what we can even say they lack tonight, other than everything. But what are you looking for?
I'm looking for them to come back and play. They'll have a couple of days off now, right? So they're going to have 2 days off. I'm looking for them to come back home and play with that same pep that they played against Colorado and Vegas and Ottawa, that whole series. And Dallas. I thought they played 4 good, strong games in a row, and I'm looking for them to come right back. You know, they always talk about, coaches always talk about, and players talk about, you know, we got the game's over. Not even it could be one of those games where they say we're not even going to watch the film. Just let's move on because there's not much you're going to learn from it. You know.
Yeah,
So,
maybe you isolate certain things for certain players, but there's no point.
Yeah, yeah. Let's just forget it. Let's get back to that point where they were playing a week ago and move on.
Yeah, I want to hear some of the post-game quotes. So I don't see a post-game show on MSG, so I'll have to go on Twitter. But
well, you can go on the Rangers app. Rangers app has all the post-game stuff.
Not right away, right?
I don't think right away, but it'll have it tomorrow.
Yeah, so we just got a frustrating game to watch. At least we got to watch it together and have some fun. It would have been a terrible game to watch just sitting here watching the TV. So thank you guys for joining, especially our regular listeners who came on here, like Chris and a few others, Sebastian. We really appreciate your support. Other Killjoy, we really, really appreciate your support. And also the sponsors, thank you. I say it every episode, but you guys make this podcast possible between you and the listeners. And, it's really a lot of fun. So we missed Little Ed tonight, but I'm sure he'll be back next week. Coach, love you, man.
Love you too. I'll be back. I'll be down in Naples enjoying a few days of warm weather. Be back home Tuesday and ready for the next run.
Yeah, I'm sorry I'm going to miss you on that trip, but I'll see you in a couple weeks after the holidays for the Winter Classic.
Definitely. Have a good night, everybody. Love you guys, and let's keep up the faith.
Let's go Rangers. Signing off.